mode already.
Mm.
He spent the day by the pool. He had some barbecue.
Look at you.
Yeah. The American dream.
That's the T-Donk dream.
Donkarinos.
You don't want to be in a T-Donk dream. I can only imagine what you dream about.
Donkarinis. Donkey skis. Living the dream. Living the fantasy.
So I feel like I'd rather be a Tony dream than in like his actual head during like the day.
I think they're both terrible places to be.
No, I agree.
I'm right here. You're talking about me. I'm listening.
So Matt, Tony's like everyday thoughts and what he does with his actions probably terrify me more than what his subconscious would be capable of doing, I think. Because we've seen like Tony's Google searches. Like we know like he tells us what he does, and it's disturbing. It's quite disturbing.
I don't understand how, Kevin.
I don't know, 2 words, 4chan.
Well, I guess, yeah. But look, I'm supporting the K Dizzy today.
Oh, I love you, buddy. No one's got your back bigger than me. But I'm just saying, you're a little creepy.
Sorry. Too bad I'm not Uncle Creepy.
That's true.
Uncle Creepy is still alive and kicking, but Millionaire Matt is in the house.
Ooh, hizzy.
Yeah, you're like Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy's broken, and then he has Big Money Matt. You're Uncle Creepy, and then you have Millionaire Matt.
That's right. Don't steal my gimmick, Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy's the worst.
Wow, the worst.
I don't know where that came from. That's the Stone Cold IPA talking.
What? Is it Hollywood Stone Cold Steve Austin? Like the terrible fucking shit I saw on Twitter before?
All right, I'm gonna have to get some sort of explanation on this.
Well, Kevin, you sent us that tweet earlier. Happy NWO week, right?
Oh, that's right.
There is a promo because Kevin Nash is going to be on Broken Skull sessions with Steve Austin, where Steve Austin is referring to himself as Hollywood Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I can dig it.
That's awful.
It's kind of fun.
I mean, didn't he do like his ECW thing? Didn't he do a Hogan impression?
He did, but it was not. I don't think it was in the vein that this one. This is more of like we're gonna pay homage. And back then it was this old fuck took my spot and brought in his shitty friends, and I got fired through FedEx.
All right, didn't Eric Bischoff say though, like you had to send a FedEx? Like that's like by law or something like that. You had to let somebody know in like in FedEx or UPS or something like that. Pretty sure.
Regular law or bird law?
Bird law. Could be bird law.
I know a lot of bird law. Regular law, I can't do.
What's bird law?
Oh man, we don't have enough time to talk about bird law.
Sorry. So is it like? Oh, so I can't even dive into. I don't even want to know.
It's the law of the birds.
The birds have their own legal system.
Of course they do. How do you think shit gets figured out?
It's good. I thought a lot of tweets.
Oh shit. Fucking A. Kevin Joseph Garifo murdering already on the Shining Wizards.
Well, we're gonna murder tonight. We have so much to talk about. Trish Adora joins us at 8:00 to talk Ring of Honor, Women of Honor Championship Tournament coming later this fall. We got NWA Powerrr. We got the MLW Restart. It's Ring of Honor Best in the World week. It's NWO week. We got a list. All that and so next on episode 540, goddamn, of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast. Please, let's hope the audio works.
The following is a presentation of the Shining Wizards Network, broadcasting live on rantiumradio.com and available on all podcast platforms and at shiningwizards.com. Follow us on social media at Wizards Podcast. Check out our merchandise at merch.shiningwizards.com. Do your Amazon shopping at amazon.shiningwizards.com and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. As always, we thank you for your continued support. And now, enjoy the show.
Hey, folks, this is Dell, the Patriot Wilkes, and you better be listening to the Shining Wizards, because if you're not, I'm climbing to the top turnbuckle and I'm going to blast you with a Patriot missile. So it'd be easier for both of us if you listen to the Shining Wizards.
What's up, fuckers?
I love the big package.
And he's got those smelly balls.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Fucking loser.
Fuck the Shining Wizards.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are joining us for episode 540 of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast. Thanks for joining us live on the facebook.com/Wizards Podcast. Thank you for joining us live on Rant Entertainment Media, rantdmradio.com. Thanks for downloading us wherever you download your podcast from, because we are everywhere. We are live. And of course, we are talking about wrestling talk.
And talk about wrestling.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of muffed that one up, but I don't give a shit because I'm in a good mood today. 4th of July weekend is upon us. The weekend may be almost over, but we got a lot to celebrate tonight. Episode 540. Kevin, what's going on, man?
Not too much. I can't hear what Matt's playing.
Yeah, he's playing Stars and Stripes Forever, but I can barely hear it. Doesn't matter. The people at home could probably hear it. Anyway, we got Trish Adora joining us tonight. We got lots of wrestling talk to do. We got plenty of topics to cover. And I know Kevin's got a top 5 list. We got another round of Can You Beat That coming up.
Oh,
That's all at the end of the night.
Oh, shit.
Let's get down to some brass tacks. Folks, guys, brothers in arms, how was your week? Not all at once.
I can't hear you guys. I don't know if it's my earbuds or what.
Hello? Is this good?
Is the volume
Kevin.
turned up on your computer?
Yeah,
Kevin.
I got you. I mean, I can hear you. It's just you guys just sound low to me. It could be my earbuds.
All right. I worked all weekend, so there you have it, friend.
Oh, you can't be millionaire mad if you're not making the big bucks. So
You cannot. We were making them motherfuckers yesterday, baby.
So people eat pizza on the 4th of July?
People ate a fuckload of pizza yesterday at the
patriotic pizza, sir.
fireworks. At the fireworks and Summit. It was fucking busy as balls.
So did you make, like, how would you construct like a USA pizza? Like,
No. You don't need to do
like tomato mutts. What would be the blue?
There is no blue. Look, if you're eating a pizza with blue on it, you better check yourself.
I don't know. There could be some blue on there.
No, we
Matt
don't.
doesn't put blue on anything because he
First
doesn't.
of all, pizza is Italian. All right, we're not gonna go fucking dumb, patriotic. No one in America's fucking patriotic. You can buy your fucking shirt at Walmart or fucking Target, but you're not fucking patriotic. Stop. You don't stop and help your brother or sister on the street. You don't help other people. You're very selfish. You're all about you, people. Don't give me this bullshit. Fucking America, the beautiful USA dog shit. You act like you're a fucking patriot on the 4th of July. Get out of here.
I'm talking about gimmicking a pizza. That's all.
Don't gimmick a pizza. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Why not?
Because that's dumb. It's a waste of time.
They do it with every other food in the world.
Well, guess who didn't have to do it yesterday? This guy. Guess who was
All right.
extremely busy yesterday? This guy. And it wouldn't have mattered if we made fucking American flag pizza. Get out of here with your dumb ideas.
No, it's a great idea.
It's a terrible idea.
Nah.
I
I'm just
bet
trying to
you-
think of what you would still use for the blue.
You
I
wouldn't
bet
use
you-
anything for the blue. There's no blue food.
Oh, there's blue food, blueberries.
Oh, there you go.
Those are not blue. Those are more like a closer to purple.
Purple berries.
No, they're blue.
They're not blue.
Let's see what else. I guess maybe a moldy cheese.
Ooh, blue cheese.
Blue cheese is not blue.
Oh, fuck off. It's the
Hmm.
fuck counts. Put a
Moldy cheese.
put a little fucking blue food coloring in the mozzarella. There you go.
I know we're trying to make my life exciting, but I literally just worked all weekend. It's
I
very,
bet you if you
very
made red,
boring.
white- if you made red, white, and blue pizzas, you could have charged $20 for them and made double the money.
Yeah, that's the American way.
Guaranteed, baby. USA! USA!
Capitalism, baby.
Fuck yeah. Making that money so you can buy more PCO dolls.
I haven't bought anything crazy this week.
Nope. All right. Nothing crazy. So what packages arrived this week? What do we need to know about that you're adding to the collection?
I got my Jericho book.
No, wait, did he write that book?
So it's
I
all
heard-
his matches.
Yeah, I heard it's just statistics.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
got, like little blurbs, like his top 10 favorite, top 10 biggest dog shit matches.
Oh, can we read?
Hmm.
Can we have a reading of the Book of Jericho today, or did you not read it yet?
I mean, it's sitting over there. I
Oh.
don't want to. I don't want to get up.
I don't know if we want to actually read to the people. That'd be like making an American pizza.
No, but it'd be like if you read it like one of his top tens, we could see how good or how awful it
Listen,
is.
I'm the only one with the list around here.
All right, fair enough.
So don't try and steal Kevin's gimmick.
Yeah, Jericho, T-Donk,
Yeah,
Jeridonk.
ass clowns.
So that was my weekend. Kevin, how was your 4th of July weekend?
Uneventful. Went to a barbecue yesterday. That was pretty much it. Didn't see the kids or anything like that. But yeah, totally uneventful, fun. Watched some baseball. And yeah, that was it.
Watching baseball, huh?
Oh, it's a Subway series, man. You gotta watch that.
Do you? Do you have the energy to stomach your terrible baseball team?
All right, you're in first place in a terrible, terrible division.
First of all, hold on, Kevin. Hold on. First of all, I'm a Mets fan, so I know I live terrible baseball. That's my
Yeah.
fandom. Okay.
I'm not upset that they're bad.
You should be upset. Your team.
Why should I be upset that a team that has so much success is bad for 1 year?
They haven't won a championship in 12 years.
But they've won 100 games the last 2 or 3.
That don't mean nothing if you don't have the trophy at the end of the year, does it?
All right, when was the last time you held it up?
86, my friend.
All right, so I'm okay with this. Listen, they're too big for their britches. The Yankees got no lefties. Got their starting pitching has been awful. Past Cole, even Cole hasn't been great.
No more spider tack. At least you're not Court Bauer. Trevor Bauer, Court Bauer.
Court Power. Oh yeah. Well, no. God, that jerk.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I've ever punched a woman in her vagina or her butthole.
Her butt. Like he punched her butt.
Who
Punch
did
the butt.
this? Wait. Who did this?
Oh, you got to
Trevor
look
Bauer.
up the Trevor Bauer story. He's a
He
baseball.
could have been your Trevor Bauer, by the way.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So he punches girls in their nether regions?
Oh, there's a hole, Tony. It's a rabbit hole. It is
Google Trevor Bauer.
Now I've got something to do this week.
very disturbing stuff.
Yeah. But
So
he
Kevin,
claims
sounds-
was all consent. But
Wow.
Sounds like Kevin had an all-American weekend. Tony, you had an all-American Monday. How was the rest of your weekend?
Not terrible. Started moving furniture around in the house because we're doing a little demo and remodeling coming up for the summer.
Ooh,
So it's a
fancy.
pain in the ass to try
big
to move.
demo?
No, just a little Killian in the kitchen.
That's right. Also, happy belated Canada Day to
Fuck
all of our
yeah.
neighbors to the north. That's right.
Like our stupid little brother.
No, it's our smart, intelligent big brother.
Oh, stop. Listen to you.
I'm gonna make a Canadian. Matt, if you had to make a Canadian pizza, what would you put on?
Oh, fuck.
Canadian bacon.
Oh, Canadian bacon is so gross. Sorry.
Canadian bacon is essentially like ham.
You didn't ask me what I would put on it that was good. You just said, what would I put on it?
Maybe a little Pabst Blue Ribbon, or no, not Pabst. No, Labatt's.
No,
Little
don't
Labatt's.
put any liquid on a pizza. That's a terrible idea.
Oh no, you mulch the cheese with the liquid. You ferment.
It's all
Mulch the
soggy.
cheese.
You mulch the cheese in a little Labatt's Blue.
Ugh. There you
T-Dog-
go. Red, white, and blue. Put a little Bat Blue on the pizza.
T-Donk, you get your air conditioning back up and running. You're good tonight.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's freezing in Studio A. You guys will find out firsthand next week.
Ooh.
Very excited
Oh.
for this.
fuck
Have you
yeah.
prepared the wife and the child for our arrival?
They're fine. I'm gonna keep them locked in the attic where it's nice and warm, so they don't have to feel the cold of the refrigeration
Nice.
and the
Very good.
air conditioning, and we're good to go.
Wait,
don't-
I'm gonna
want
lock.
the-
I'm gonna
you don't
keep
want
them locked in the attic where it's nice and warm in
Yeah.
July.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't want the troops to find them.
yeah. Fuck them.
You and Frank.
I'm not Anne Frank. They will be Anne Frank. No, they're more like Flowers in the Attic. Was that the movie?
Flowers for Algernon.
No, that was Charlie with the little.
That
with
no
the-
more. No, that's not no
No.
more wire hangers, is it?
No, that's Mommy Dearest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Flowers for Algernon was the mouse.
Yes, that's a great book, by the way.
Great book. Great movie too, by the way.
And you know what's cool? They wrote it first person, and it was like when he was dumb and then he was smart, it changed. And then when he started turning dumb again, it changed back to the way it was written originally. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh, great stuff. Great stuff. Matt, are you familiar with Flowers for Algernon?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't fall. Not in my wheelhouse. It doesn't fall in my wheelhouse.
Well, the mouse had a wheel.
All right,
House.
but look, you know, it's like sports, wrestling, murder, heavy metal. It's really,
Speaking of sports,
that's where I sharpen my axe.
Tampa Bay Lightning could clinch the Stanley Cup tonight
Ooh, I'm clinching my asshole.
with a sweep. They could win. They could sweep the Montreal Canadiens tonight, boys. That's a big deal.
Yeah, and you thought Canada was better than us.
Well, I mean, Tampa Bay is a really good team.
How about those Canadians?
Ah,
They're good.
They had a great goalie.
Bro, what about that hockey goalie that died yesterday?
It's so sad. From 24 years old from Columbus. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not even gonna try. Got hit by a fucking firework.
Oof.
Right in his chest.
Oof. It's a rough city.
Fucking good. He only played a handful of games. He may not have been with the team next year. He could have been seeing time in the AHL and the NHL. But God, I saw that today and my freaking heart sank because I know a lot of people that knew him and are friends with him. So
All right, I gotta ask: was this at like some sort of like he took the family to go see fireworks that a town was doing?
no, I think he was just at a party. It was just like a 4th of July party, and the mortar fireworks were a little like off kilt. And listen, I've experienced that when people don't know what they're doing and they put fireworks up and they fall over and they just shoot at you. It's terrifying. And
at least he stopped that one.
Oh God, Matt. God, yeah. So Matisse Kivlenieks.
Yeah, you know me.
So got fucking firework right to the chest after getting out of the hot tub to avoid the fireworks. Awful.
Wait, why would you get out of the hot tub? You're in water. What better place would there be than to be in water when a flame is coming at you?
Oh, how about if your head's exposed and it could hit you in the freaking face?
You go underwater, dude.
Why wouldn't you put your head underwater?
It's 100 degrees.
Putting your head underwater.
No one's telling him to keep his head down there for 20 minutes. Just, you know.
Yeah, what's he doing?
What if it's like a 3-minute display of fireworks?
I mean, I don't know a lot of people that can hold their breath for 3 minutes. So.
Exactly.
3 minutes.
That's a
How
long time.
fucking big of a firework was this that it goes off for 3 minutes?
Are you?
You
It
do.
could be one of the things that has like the whole entire like cylinder where it's
Look,
just like the main event.
Here-
Like for any fire.
Here's a little advice from your Uncle Tony. If you're playing for a major sports team and you're making damn good money, stay the fuck away from stupid people playing with fireworks, please.
I mean,
Please.
we don't know if they were stupid. They could be just experienced. They could have rented a company for all we
Well,
know.
even if it, but fucking stay away. Put your helmet on when you're out on a motorcycle and stay the fuck away from fireworks, please.
Yeah, wear your helmet on your motorcycle.
Jesus Christ, these idiots.
And also, don't ride a motorcycle in just like a t-shirt.
You're given a gift. You have an athletic prowess. You're good at a sport. You're
Tony,
just
he was
not-
at a party in a hot tub, and the fireworks freaking they fell over. That's happened to me. I was out in White House Station, New Jersey, and the fireworks literally tipped over and they were shooting at everyone. We all ran for our lives.
It was White House Station in New Jersey on July 4th,
That's right.
2014. I was a young lad enjoying my time in the hot tub with several other people around my age.
It was a sparkler, actually. What do you call the ones like they're not even really fireworks? They just burn like a snake. What's it called?
They're
Snake.
probably snakes, yeah.
It was a snake. Many people refer to me as such, but I am much bigger of a firecracker than said snake.
I love how he was like, I was in White House Station.
I remember it. That's how like you remember shit like that, man.
Of course you do. The day you almost die, you remember a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
God.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
R.I.P. Mattis.
Holy shit.
You know, I was a little bummed today, gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why, dude?
This is upsetting.
Well, you know what?
Chicken-
WWE Network and Peacock, they need to figure their shit out because there is no Lex Luger Icons on the fucking Peacock yet.
Oh, you heard about why, right?
No, man, I fucking worked all weekend. I came home from work. I took a shower. I did some notes. I watched Ring of Honor. I got myself some Buffalo Wild Wings. I said, I'm going to watch this Lex Luger thing before I did the show. And it wasn't on the fucking Peacock. So then I did myself another disservice. I finished watching Freaks and Geeks. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Freaks and Geeks.
God,
Yeah, a little bit.
I enjoyed the show. It just ends. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was only one season. It was only one season and they shit canned
Yeah.
it.
I'm all disheveled this afternoon.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so apparently they pulled the Luger doc because they want to air it like after like a pay-per-view to give it like a bigger lead in to watching it. So like there was nothing going on this weekend. So like it's a holiday weekend. They're not expecting a lot of people to watch it. So they wanted to give it maybe like after Money in the Bank or after SummerSlam or something like that.
Well, in a way, I don't feel bad. I mean, I felt bad. I wanted to watch it. I completely whiffed on it, but I'm kind of glad they didn't air it. But they just changed it because they didn't think a lot of people were going to watch it.
I guess they wanted their main reason for what I read on the old sheets was that they wanted to make sure that something big was leading into it, and which is what they do for everything else. To be honest with you, I mean, they let it stream that day, but like it's like the premiere is after something big. So I understand why, but just to pull it like that, because I was really looking forward to it too, like really looking forward to it.
That's so
because I just listened to Grilling JR's podcast about Luger's run in WWF with Conrad. So like I was like really already amped up. I'm like, all right, US Intrepid, this and that. And then they pull it. But it is what it is.
Oh, it was such a disappointment. I was so excited to watch it. Did any of you guys watch the Luger Slam Yoko on 4th of July? Like
I watched it. Yeah, I watched it on when it happened. Yeah.
No, I mean like did you watch it yesterday?
No, why would I do that?
Memories, man.
Yeah.
Watch fucking Royal Rumble 92 1,000 times.
Yeah, during all the glitches of the fucking Nathan's hot dog eating championships, I switched over to Peacock and watched Lex Luger slam Yokozuna. At least that footage fucking exists.
I remember. I pretty much remember it verbatim anyway. Like it's in like I have it right up here.
You also remember every Royal Rumble verbatim. So but you watch those.
That's a fair point.
Tony, do you enjoy the hot dog eating contest? Like
I love it. Dude, every year I make sure I watch it. It's a fucking hour once a year. How could you not watch it? It was fucking fantastic.
How long do you think it would take you to eat one hot dog?
I could probably take a hot dog down in less than a minute. Easy. Probably 30
Well, what hot dog? We talk about a Coney dog?
Well, if we're talking about a Garifo dog, I don't know. I might choke on it.
That's true. That's a very good point.
No, just a fucking Nathan's hot dog. How long would it take? Just a hot dog in the bun. How long would it take you to eat it?
I could probably take it down in 30 seconds. I would think.
Yeah, a Sabrett's I could do real quick.
Yeah,
like
probably 30 seconds or less. Why not? Yeah, now, if you start talking like 5 hot dogs,
No, just one.
Yeah.
Hot dog and a bun.
How about you?
Well, I don't know. Under a minute.
Yeah, under a minute, easy. I'd say I could push 30 seconds.
Can I dunk the bun in the water?
Yeah, why not? You just got to take it down.
I actually had a hot dog today for lunch.
As a matter of fact, when you watch the competition, they referred to it as HDB, hot dog and bun.
Yeah, I think I could do it under 30 seconds.
Sure, it's not happy birthday?
Maybe we get some hot dogs for next week.
Oh God, that's what you want to do? Our triumphant return to studio? You want to have a hot dog eating contest?
No, I just want to see how fast I can eat a hot dog.
JJ's.
So you guys didn't watch the hot dog eating contest?
No, I was working, man.
Okay, so
I'm not opposed. I like the hot dog eating contest. I just didn't go out of my way to watch it.
No, now they divvy it up. There's a women's and men's division now. It's been like that for the past 5 or 6 years.
That's right.
They don't show the women's competition anymore, but they give you highlights of it. For what reason, I don't know.
I got a joke for that.
They give you Badlands Booker. Oh, I don't know if you remember him, the big guy from Brooklyn. I think he's from Brooklyn. Yeah. He's the chugging expert now. So him and this like 19-year-old up-and-coming kid from Philadelphia were chugging a gallon jug of Nathan's lemonade. This motherfucker took down a gallon in like 32 seconds. Just fucking, it's insane. Like this is Badlands Booker. All he does now is chugging videos. He'll chug like 2 gallons of fucking Mountain Dew. He'll be burping the whole time. This is what he does. This is how he makes his money.
These competitive eaters are crazy. They all have their niche. Like,
yep.
Like one of them could be like the best like clam eater in the world.
Exactly. Well, that's Kevin Garifo. He's on the line with us. Anyway, I'll let that sit. That was a fucking good one. I'll let that sit.
I didn't mean to.
Kevin's number one in the bearded variety, by the way. Fucking Matt just no sells this whole thing. Are you insane?
No, because I Googled fucking eating records, right?
Yeah.
Bro, this guy, Don Lerman, ate 7 quarter-pound sticks of salted butter in 5 minutes. Why would you do that?
Or just shove them down.
Your oyster, 47 dozen Acme oysters, 8 minutes. Sonia Thomas.
Yeah, Sonia Thomas, the Black Widow. She used to run the hot dog competition, but I think she kind of stopped doing that.
Here's your guy, Badlands Booker, 21 baseball-sized matzo balls in 5 minutes and 25 seconds.
Yeah, it's wild what they.
Badlands is a big fucking boy. Like you put him next to like Joey Chestnut, and it's like the size is just insane how big Booker is, just insanely big.
What would possess a man to
geez.
eat 4 32-ounce bowls of mayonnaise in 8 minutes?
The prize, man. The prize.
Fucking prize.
I mean, I like mayonnaise too, but I don't think I could eat like a spoonful.
Yeah, you put mayonnaise on your grilled cheese instead of butter.
Just on the outside.
So here was my big problem. So everything is going great, and the coup de grace, the main event, usually starts about 12:40. They do the announcing, everybody comes out, and they got a little spiel they say about him and whatnot. For some reason, the 10-minute competition for the eating had 4 TV glitches. Not 1, not 2, 4. They didn't even get the entire competition. They cut to commercial. They came back. It was still fucked up. They cut to commercial again. They came back. Like 5 minutes, including the finale where Joey Chestnut set the record.
Oh, he set the record every year.
76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. How would you, come on, dude. He beat his record last year by a full hot dog.
How many ears of corn do you think you could eat in 12 minutes?
How many ears of corn?
Yes.
All right, so I'd have to know the rules about this. Could you like scrape it off and eat the corn?
No, you probably got to go like bone saw.
I would assume the scraping off would would add time, but sure, if you wanted to go that route.
No, but it would. But once it's all off, then you can shove that right in your face, as opposed to.
If you think about it too, a corn on the cob. I mean, it's not like you're eating a lot. You're just pretty much just eating around the cob. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would think it's not a lot of volume, but then your whole technique would probably make it. Like you
gotta have good teeth for that too, by the way.
Yeah, and you got to be fast. Like you got to have a. Some of these motherfuckers that eat watermelon, like they just go like vroom, and they fucking clear a whole section of it. So it's just like as fast as you could shove it in your mouth. Like corn, you'd have to constantly bite it to pull it away. But if you can get something fast, 12 minutes, I don't know, maybe like 5 dozen ear of corn.
Wait, what?
No, I'm saying like for a record.
You say 5 dozen ears of corn
in 12 minutes?
Tony, you are 2 off from the record. 61.75 ears of corn in 12 minutes.
Yeah. If you've got the speed to do it, that makes sense. But that's a record. Like me.
Wait.
Maybe I could maybe a half a dozen. I don't know.
Wait, isn't 12 dozen 12 times 12? What's that?
No, that's a gross. 12 times 5.
But you said 12 dozen.
No,
I said 5 dozen, didn't I?
5 dozen.
Yeah. 12 dozen.
Let's see.
A lot of corn.
Corn dogs, 12 corny dogs in 10 minutes. I don't know what a Fletcher's corny dog is, but I imagine it's giant.
A Felcher's corny dog?
Oh, turducken, 7 3/4 pounds of turducken. Sonia Thomas, 12 minutes.
Jesus, she's a fucking animal.
Oh my God, she's just a little tiny frail thing too.
Yeah. She's tiny as shit.
She knows what she's doing.
Joey Chet, reindeer sausage. That son of a bitch, Miko, you motherfucker. 28 Glacier Brewhouse reindeer sausage in 10 minutes by Dale Boone.
The legendary Dale Boone.
Dale Boone's a big boy. 303. Joey Chestnuts in 2013 ate 141 hard-boiled eggs in 8 minutes.
Imagine the farts.
Oh God, these people, the shit. Here we go. Tony, 13.22 pounds of watermelon. Buffalo Jim Reeves.
Fucking A, Jim Reeves is still around?
Why would you do this? Joey Chestnut's, he has all these records.
You know who was ranked for a while too? Pat from Moonaki was in the top 20 for a while, but he's
Cal Brains. 17.7 pounds in 15 minutes.
Who has that?
Takaru Kobayashi.
Kobayashi. They banned him from competition.
No, not that Kobayashi. Oh, wait.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Wait,
it.
what was that of? What was
Cow
that record of?
Cow Brains.
Cow brains. Oh, delectable.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonia Thomas. She crushed 80 chicken nuggets in 5 minutes.
How many?
80.
Oh man, Sonia.
The fucking sweet potato casserole? Who comes up with this shit?
Look, it's a lot of these local places. They're like, we want to see how fast people could eat them, and then if the IFOCE or whatever it's called now decides that they want to sanction it, then they do.
Have you ever gone to a restaurant and did like their local food challenge?
No.
But
But Mika Collins ate 84 ounces of baked beans in 58 seconds.
what do you fucking drink them?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
I like baked beans.
I do too, not to fucking have like fucking 90 ounces of them in less than a minute.
God damn.
Wow.
Mars bars. 38 bars in 5 minutes.
Because when we were down at Jimmy's a couple weeks ago, the Blob tried to take on the UFO challenge, which is like 7 pounds of meat and buns and fries and stuff, and he couldn't even do it.
Ugh.
It's like crab and lobster and fries and chicken, or no, it's no chicken, but crab. And so Matt, have you ever done like one of like a restaurants like you do this and you get a t-shirt gimmick?
No.
Doctor?
I've wanted to, and then my wife yells at me.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes too for me. And look, to be perfectly fair, my wife is right 1,000 times, because I'll come home and then I got the bubble guts and I'm complaining and I'm farting, and then my MO is sometimes I shit my pants, so she's got to deal with that. So she doesn't. I mean, she has to deal with the fact that she's married to a man who will eat himself until he shits his pants. So if she can cut it off before it happens, she's going to do that.
Well, the other thing is too, I think for the Nathan's competition, it's you got to hold it down for 20 minutes. So I'm thinking in 21 minutes, you could just, reverse your fortunes.
Oh, God, that's got to be the worst vomit in the world.
Oh, the smell. Good God.
No, I'm talking about just like, because how much food you've consumed. Imagine that coming back up. Like, oh my God, that's like that's not like a liquor vomit or like a beer vomit. That's like, that's real substance in there.
75 mushy hot dog buns. Probably sounds like pudding when it hits the floor too, like just splats.
What makes you think they're puking on the floor, Tony?
Dude, if it's 75 HDBs coming up, I don't think it's going in the bucket. I think it just goes wherever it wants.
Bro,
HBD, BBC.
Joey Chestnuts ate 257 Hostess donuts.
Yeah.
In 6 minutes.
Powdered?
Doesn't say.
Are they powdered?
Doesn't say.
That's huge. That's a huge factor.
Yeah, I would think you'd want to go plain. I think the powdered might chalk up the works, no?
Oh,
Yeah.
here you go. This is right in Tony's wheelhouse.
Oh.
How many falafels?
No, Pete DeVacos ate an edible arrangement fruit basket in 4 minutes.
It's pretty good.
Oh, good Lord.
Because whenever somebody dies, that's what Tony sends you. A fucking fruit basket.
Stop. Fucking dildo.
Here's some fucking mango. Sorry, your loved one's dead.
Yeah, you want me to send you a fucking t-shirt like Mega Powers does?
No, don't send me anything. Just say I'm sorry. I don't need any more shit in my house.
Oh, God
That's a
forbid.
nice little
Matt
gift, though.
God forbid Matt should eat some fruit when he's fucking mourning a loss of a loved one.
No, well, who wants
He's eating
fruit?
fucking 3,000 hot dog donuts or whatever the fuck he's reading.
Dog donuts. Yo, if they were like Sabret's hot dogs, I could probably do 10 and 10.
10 and
Like
10.
what? Like dirty water dogs.
10 and 10
Like,
is attainable, especially if you do 2 at a time. I think you could do that in 10 minutes.
Are you dipping the buns in the water?
I would.
I've never done it, so I don't know.
Neither have I.
I'd
See,
have
I
to-
think I would get skeeved out by putting my buns in the water.
Oh.
It's called a shower. Look into it. Wow.
I don't know. I think I could do it with bun in hand.
Really?
10 and that's actually kind of tough. I'd probably have to water bun it, probably.
See, I think I could eat a hot dog an inning at a baseball game. Easy.
Oh, that's no big deal.
Oh yeah. I mean, especially if, anyone else but Jason DeGrom is pitching.
I mean, any baseball game. You never know what could happen. What if there's a rain delay?
I think did we have this conversation before?
We've had, I mean, we're going on almost 10 years. We've had a lot of weird conversations.
I feel like I could, I go outside Penn Station, go to the cart, go and get me 10 Sabrett hot dogs. I could probably put them down in 10 minutes, probably.
All right. Here's and then we'll move on from the food conversation because we have a lot to talk about.
Please.
That's right.
What are you putting on your hot dog? Ketchup?
For the competition, nothing.
No, we're not talking competition. You're at a barbecue. T-Donk says, dogs are ready. You throw one in a bun. What are you putting on? A ketchup?
All right. So this is obviously going to trigger some reaction because of the age-old debate of what you put on a hot dog. I put everything on it. I put ketchup. I put mustard. If they have spicy and brown, I put both spicy and brown. I put just today, I had a hot dog on the grill with ketchup, mustard, yellow mustard, brown mustard, Tabasco, relish, and then I crumbled up potato chips and put them on.
Do you even taste the hot dog?
Yes.
We're gonna
It's a
call
ballpark.
You,
I mean,
we're gonna call you on the fence, Kevin.
What's that?
We're gonna call you on the fence, Kevin.
What does that mean?
You're like, I'm just gonna have everything, so no one could be mad at me.
Oh no, because people don't put ketchup on hot dogs, and I think that's the most ridiculous argument ever made ever in the world.
I mean, if you're a 5-year-old, I get it, but
Oh, stop.
What?
What's wrong with ketchup on a hot dog?
I don't know. I put mustard. When I was a kid, I put ketchup on my hot dog.
Okay, so what?
Ketchup's
Now you're
delicious.
an adult. Now you fucking hate ketchup all of a sudden?
No, I don't. No one said. Hold on there.
No, but that's exactly what you implied, basically.
Yeah,
Hold on. Every female during an argument, don't put fucking words in my mouth. I never said I hated ketchup.
All right.
fucking made Kevin feel like a toddler by
Yeah, we'll wait till he finishes, and then we'll poke holes in his entire logic.
So there's no logic. I just don't put ketchup on my hot dog. As an adult, I prefer mustard.
So don't ketchup.
Why not both?
Kevin? That's Kevin's truth. Don't shame
I
him.
don't like mixing both, to be honest with you. If I go to McDonald's, I say don't put the mustard on the
Oh,
hamburger.
now you're just fucking talking stupid. What's wrong with you? McDonald's cheeseburger, when you gotta have the ketchup, mustard, and that little bit of
I
onion.
just want on a hamburger. I just want the ketchup. I don't want the mustard.
Oh, fuck off.
We got mixed.
All right, so this is a little more anticlimactic than I thought it was going to be. All right, so it's just literally your preference. You're not anti, but see, but the way you came at me though made you seem like you were extremely anti ketchup.
Yep,
on hot dog.
That's what I took from
put
it.
ketchup on a hot dog.
Okay.
All right, so you don't put it, but are you against people that do?
Am I against them? I'm not gonna like tell you not to come to my barbecue, but I will openly mock you if I see you do
You're
it.
putting ketchup on a hot dog? What are you, a freaking loser?
Kevin, this is what we're fucking talking about. You were exactly right. Don't
I'm
let him.
sorry. You know what? Let's do a podcast where we just all agree. It'll be real fun to listen back to.
Well, why are you shit? You can shit on Kevin for 1,000 different.
You asked me what I put on the hot dog.
Yes, and you said you put everything on the hot dog. So
Today
you're
I did, not always. Sometimes I just go ketchup, mustard.
So you
Always ketchup though. Always ketchup, and I'll never apologize for it.
always ketchup and mustard, or always ketchup.
Always ketchup and mustard.
So you put both.
Yeah.
T-Donk, what about you?
First choice, if it's there, mustard and baked beans. No baked beans, I go for mustard and cooked onions.
Okay, hold on. Let's back up the truck. This isn't.
All right.
This isn't ketchup or mustard. That's it.
That's it. If it's just if there's no other toppings, then I'm going with Kevin. I'm putting both ketchup and mustard.
All right. That's all I needed to know. You could put your relish, you could put your fucking onions, your beans, whatever. Make a chili dog. I don't give a shit.
No,
But-
Hey Matt, what if I told you I put What if I told you I put ketchup on my pizza, buddy? How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's already on there. You have tomato sauce on there. It's weird. But
Oh, now you're comparing tomato sauce to ketchup? Fuck this conversation. Can
I
we
mean,
talk
it's
about
from the
wrestling?
tomato family. It's the same fucking thing. It's weird. I would never do it.
No, I don't do it. I was just trying to get a rise out of you.
Do it. Fucking-
I mean, I have done it, but
You've told us
Like,
a
I
lot
put-
of shit you've done, but I would never picture you putting ketchup on pizza.
no, because here's why. Because sometimes I'll cut up some Taylor ham and American cheese and put that on a pizza and make it like my Taylor ham and cheese pizza, and then sometimes I'll put ketchup on that.
I mean, I can understand that. I don't dig. I mean, you know what? I'd have to give that a shot. That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it's delicious. Again, I don't do it often, but when I do, throw the ketchup right on there, baby.
All right, but you have Taylor ham and cheese on there too. So
Yeah, well, that's why it's like a breakfast pizza. Those things exist, right, Matt?
Yes, but
Yeah.
we use sopressata.
Oh, I'm sorry. I use
When you make said breakfast pizza, do you put it in the oven or do you microwave it?
micro always. What do you want me to do?
wait, is it reheated pizza? Like you had slices?
Yeah, it's leftover pizza. I don't get the pizza that way. I don't make it myself. It's pizza. I get a plain pizza, and then the next day I'll cut up some Taylor ham. I'll put that like the toaster oven or something. Cook that. Then put
Toaster
that on.
oven is different than the microwave.
Yeah.
Right, but once everything once the Taylor ham is like cooked, then I put it on the pizza and put it in the microwave.
Now, if you heat up your pizza in the toaster oven, are you putting it on the tray or right on the rack?
I don't heat my pizza in the toaster oven.
Matt, do you heat up in the
Yeah, you
toaster
put it on
oven?
the rack.
There you go. Good call. Good call.
I mean, when I would eat Ilios, yeah, that goes on the old tray ski because then the cheese will just go through if it doesn't. It'll melt. It'll ruin your entire toaster oven.
It burns off.
I mean, yeah, you could clean it, but who wants to do that?
Or let it burn off like Tony does because he's a
Okay.
savage.
What, the whole fucking house smell like burnt fucking flesh and whatever else they put on the pizza. Anyway, now that we fucking talked about food for 45 minutes.
Well, I hope you all had a happy and safe 4th of
Canada
July.
Day.
Everyone has their fingers. Everyone's good. All right, we're good.
Well, I'm not a
Shining Wizards are good.
I'm not a multi-million-dollar athlete, so I don't fuck with fireworks. So there you go.
Or a multi-million-dollar pizza guy. I still have all my fingers.
That's
Fair
right.
enough.
Yeah, how you still have all those is kind of surprising to me
Why?
because you're around an oven and a lot of fire a lot of times.
Just take one time to burn yourself to remind yourself you can burn your fucking self. Don't do it again, stupid.
When was the last time you burned yourself?
Oh God.
Oh, you know what? That's a great question.
Last week.
Joining us now on the Shining Wizards Hotline is Millionaire Matt, where we talk about
It was probably a couple weeks ago because there's a lot of moving parts. People going in and out of the oven. They're not paying attention. You know, you get a hot peel to the arm real fast. I had my glove on, so it didn't do too much damage.
like an oven mitt.
No, just a regular glove. I was making pizza. You put it in the oven.
Well, yeah, but like one of those
No,
like big like
glove.
oven mitt gloves, or just like a regular
It's a vinyl glove.
vinyl glove?
Vinyl in a fucking pizza oven? Doesn't it melt to your hand?
My fucking hand's not in there for 20 minutes. I just put the peel in. Bam. Put enough flour in, that pizza's gonna fucking fly right off.
I've never heard of a vinyl glove.
They're fucking food service gloves. They're the same. They're all the fucking same. The plastic, vinyl, fucking cheap, one-use, throwaway bullshit.
Kevin's Googling vinyl gloves.
I am like, oh, they're like wash your floor gloves,
Wash your floor gloves.
like the blue like the blue gloves. Was it blue?
No, it was not blue. It was
Did it
blue.
melt on your pizza?
Kept it away from the pizza pie. So, Tony, I finally sat down and I got to watch some NWA Powerrr.
Fuck yeah,
Ooh.
dude.
There's a lot of weirdness going on in the NWA, I must say.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of shit going on lately. Quite a bit. And I'm intrigued by all of it.
Are you intrigued by all?
Well, most of it. I still can't stand that Taryn Tarrell girl. She's like, actually, you know what? Her being with Genocide, she might be turning on me a little bit. Might be turning on me in a little bit.
Here's my biggest complaint about the NWA,
Oh, here we go.
right? No one has ever explained the Thunder Rosa Melina relationship to me.
100% right. Absolutely.
And it fucking drives me nuts. And I'm going to jump all over the place, but fast forward to the main event where it's Melina against Serena Deeb.
No.
Right.
Smiley.
No.
Smiley. Kyle.
Kylie Smiley. Sorry, Kylie Smiley. And Thunder Rosa says, I am friends with Melina, but I'm not going to go out there.
Yeah, because Melina's been running her mouth, and she's like, you know what? Like,
Right.
you're my friend, blah blah blah, but you got to do this one on your own.
But why? Why? When did they become friends? What is the genesis of their relationship? When NWA went away, when the pandemic started, they were at each other's throats. And then they come back, and there's this weird thing where Melina's keeping her eyes on Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa doesn't really want anything to do with it. And then, like 2 weeks later, they're just everywhere together. And now they're backing each other up. But there's no rhyme or reason to it. Is it like a friend of my friend is your enemy, or a friend of my enemy is my friend, or whatever weird fucking Dead Poet Society bullshit there is out there?
I don't really understand it either. That's this is like the story that I don't know.
Got me hot. I don't like it.
Maybe they're just looking for something for them to do. Maybe they pulled back a little bit on moving forward with the feud. I don't know. Or maybe it's just a thing where they're just trying to build other stars and they're keeping that story going. I really don't know, dude, but I'm 100% with you on that one. I don't get it either. I don't. And you would figure like they would put them together because they're bonding over something or there's some common cause, and it's just nothing there. There's nothing there except like now we're friends. So you're right. I don't get it. Although Melina did not have a bad match. The match with Kylie was perfectly fine. The finish was fucking great. Kylie goes up. I really hope Kylie like fucking like works her shit out though, man. I get nervous watching her because she's so talented, and I'm always afraid like something's gonna get like she's gonna get in the way of herself and like decide maybe that, like this isn't the right time for her. You know what I'm saying? Like she's walked away from wrestling so many times already. Like, and I get nervous because look, the mental condition is kind of like a physical condition. Like if you keep coming back and you keep blowing out your knee, well, then you can't fucking wrestle anymore. So like, when does this become like something that she can get past if she can, or is it going to be something that's just always going to hold her back no matter how many times she comes back? It gets weird because like you hear about people with mental issues and mental illness and whatnot, but it really seems to be affecting her probably more so like than the Mauro Ranallo situation, if that makes sense. And I don't want to see her be like in a position like that anymore. I sincerely hope she can get past it because she's really talented. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Maybe the decision to go to the NWA, less travel. They do all their tapings all in one fell swoop, and I really don't know. I guess the pressure of I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know what her headspace was with the Impact thing. I think we were all in the same boat where we thought it was her time at Impact before she took her break. So I really don't know. But she does look like she's doing better. I know she's been doing interviews. She's been doing more wrestling. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she's spreading the word on mental health and being aware of when someone is, not doing so well. So I hope she's doing well. And it looks like, the match was great. To your point, Tony, big fan of it. I'm just very curious to see what they're doing with the women's division because we bookend the whole show with women's matches. The opening match, Genocide and Lady Frost, which I like both of those women very much.
Yeah,
And
the match was good. I had no problems with the match.
I'm a big fan. And to your point, I do like Taryn Tarrell with Genocide.
Yeah. Like even from my notes, like she's kind of turning on me. Like in this role right now, I think she finally found a good spot for herself. And Genocide is I think a perfect fit with her, at least for now anyway. It seems like it's actually working, and I wasn't fucking completely annoyed with her like I have been for the past like 3-4 weeks.
With Taryn.
With Taryn, yes.
Yes. Well, I like the Genocide pairing because Genocide is a big brute of a woman, and then here's Taryn Tarrell who's going to run her mouth and then just step behind Genocide.
Always works.
And I thought Lady Frost looked really good in this match. I was disappointed to see her lose, but
I mean, it's Genocide. They got bigger plans for Genocide at this point anyway.
Now, Kevin, let me bring you into this conversation because before Powerrr started, they announced that they're going to start a championship series with a points-based tournament starting next Tuesday. Thoughts on a points-based tournament?
It's fine, I guess, right? Like it's not going to be the first time that they or somebody else has done it. So, I mean, you got to keep score somehow, I guess. So other than wins and losses. Wait, yeah, but other than wins and losses. So yeah, if it's listen, try it, give it a shot. Who cares?
But the thing is, like, they didn't really explain anything about it. Like, Joe Galli's just like, there's going to be a champion series. Camille and Nick Aldis are involved, and it's going to be a point system, and there's going to be more facts about it next week. So it's kind of
wait,
yeah. So we don't
it's
know
gonna
what
be like all championships.
no, what he said Camille and Nick Aldis specifically, because I guess they're the world champions.
Okay, so there's gonna be 2 tournaments.
I don't know if they're going to be tournaments or what they haven't made it clear yet. They just said that this new concept is coming next week. So we really don't know how it's going to work.
I'll never crap on somebody for trying something, but if it stinks, I'll let them know.
Now, Matt, let me ask you this.
Yeah, hit me, buddy.
So Sal Renaro's got a TV title shot coming, and he gets laid out by Colby Carino.
Bro, whatever that suplex that Colby Carino did to him on the apron, holy dog shit. Fuck, what?
Yeah. And what do you think about the relationship between him and Danny Deals? Are they friends? Do they not get along? Is he his mouthpiece? Like, what's going on there?
For a couple things for Sal. Sal needs to get out of the friend zone with May, because May is a smoke show.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they're still in the friend zone now that what's his name is gone.
Royce Isaacs.
Isaacs, yes. Thank you.
You got swoop in there, bro. You got to get up in them guts. Secondly, this Danny Deals guy is not going to be good for Sal Renaro's image.
I understand. He's the fuck that was imitating Mama Storm, and Tim Storm got a hold of his ass and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, you can't trust somebody who mocks Mama Storm. Don't get yourself involved with him.
Oh.
And with a name like Danny Deals, you know he's never up to any good.
Oh,
none of his deals are on the up and up. There's always shenanigans there.
Shiesty fuck he is.
I'm fucking Tony.
I know who you're done with.
I can't, bro. I want to fucking rip my TV off the wall when I see Austin Idol and his fucking terrible hair and his dumb hat. And then, I'm not going to lie, bro, Tyrus looked like a bitch this week.
He did.
The Pope got in the ring. He was like, let's go. And Tyrus was like, all right. And then Austin Idol's like, no.
But you know what I found putting though? Like, Tyrus comes out and the first thing they're doing is they're shitting on Sal Renaro and Colby Carino. It's like, I don't know. Like, you got your own shit going on that you're a star and whatnot. Build yourself up. Don't put these guys down. You know what I'm saying?
But I guess they want like Tyrus to be like the star. Like, why does Sal get the TV title shot when Tyrus already beat the Pope? That type of deal, maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm still not excited. The Pope is a fantastic TV champion. I'm just not excited about Tyrus.
No, Tyrus isn't he's good at what he does. He's just way too slow. And a lot of the stuff when it comes down to it, like you saw the no disqualification match, bro, you got to fucking pep that shit up. Like, you can't fucking, like, there's being methodical and then there's just being fucking lazy. And half the time it's hard to tell what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And not for the better, like, just like certain parts, like it's like slow motion, like lining up a chair shot. It's like, come on, dude, fucking swing it and be done.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like him on the mic. I don't know why he's with Austin Idol, but whatever. It is what it is.
Hopefully you could fucking put one right between Austin Idol's eyes.
Hope so. Hey, what'd you think of the 6-man match? This is a little fucking weird.
It was weird, but I kind of like it. I like the story that they're telling with Stevens and Kratos, and I do like Mecha Wolf and Bestia.
Yeah.
Big fan of that. Captain Yuma was fun.
Yes.
I haven't seen him in a minute. He's one half of Rock Nest Monsters. They were a huge tag team. They still are, apparently, because I tweeted about it and he let me know they're still around. And if you want to book them, he dropped his email address.
So we got Hawks Airy teaming up with Kratos. And you know what the weird thing was? Like, Stevens and Kratos were like just in a third corner, just talking half the time too. And they were like, oh, this is a friendly and blah, blah, blah. And of course I don't remember them touching in the match. I don't think they did. But then fucking La Rebellion comes out and they're talking shit about everybody. And then this is like a fucking big 8-way fight off. I don't know. It's just weird.
Well, I think it's you. you further the storyline with Kratos and Stevens. They put each other, Stevens set the matchup as a friendly, and then they put each other on opposite sides, but they didn't really get involved. And then Love Rebellion comes out, and they essentially say that Stevens and Kratos are mocking the NWA and the World Tag Team titles, and they're there to right the wrong. And then it looked, after you mentioned, the brawl breaks out, and it looked like all 6 guys were not very happy with Love Rebellion as they ran them off. So interesting stuff there. More interesting, Tony and Kevin. This Jack Zane Crimson marriage does not look like it is going. It's going bad.
Well, Jack Stain is standing up for Slice Boogie, and Crimson's like, "What the fuck, dude? He was fucking with us. He deserved what he was supposed to get." I don't know. It's weird seeing Jack Stain try to be like emotional, like, "Oh, I think he's a good kid," and this and that, and then Crimson's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? He tried to kill us."
Yeah, so it looks like I think next week they're gonna put it out there into the in front of the live Power fans. They're gonna iron out their problems there. Jack Stain and Crimson.
Oh man.
He called Crimson by his like shoot name too.
Anthony.
Oh, I was like, what? I'm like, Jack Stain is feeling sympathy. This guy's a fucking monster. I'm like, come on, dude.
This is serious, Tony. They're a friendship. There's a tag team there. They're not just a tag team. They're life amigos.
I get it. You know what I'm really looking forward to though?
What's that?
The national championship final, JTG and Chris Adonis. Dude, this shit was fucking great. The podium talk with Fred Rosser coming out, backing up JTG. I hate bullies. Oh, this was fucking good stuff, man. I can't wait for this match.
I really hope they put this title on JTG.
Oh, me too. 100%. He's my pick, bro. He's my pick. 100%.
And that's tomorrow night on Power, that match, right?
Yes. And I think the last thing that we haven't talked about, we've got the Masked Man.
The Mystery Man.
Little heart-to-heart with May Valentine. He spent years working his craft. This is why WPC allowed him to be here. He wants to be a champion. The only thing I noticed really about him, he's got some big fucking hands, this guy.
Dude, I noticed the same fucking thing. And I'm like, bro, those hands. I'm like, I got to look for those hands.
Now, I don't want you to tell me because I don't know, but you seem to think you have an insight as to who this guy is.
I think I do know who he is, my friend.
Now, were you able to confirm it, or is this still something that you're working on?
It's not been confirmed, obviously, because I don't think he's put it out there, and I don't think anyone said like it's him, but there's a lot of speculation that it is this person. And it's not somebody who's worked WWF or TNA or AEW or in New Japan. He's like an indie guy who's pretty popular in the Northeast. Yeah, I think I have it figured out.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to know. I love the fact that I don't know. And I want to keep it that way, at least for now, because I am intrigued by this guy. He's fucking super talented in the ring. And I'm digging the shtick, bro. Digging it. And that's NWA Powerrr.
Oh, and you know what? I think May Valentine's getting better at the mic too.
Oh, 100%.
I got to give her props.
100%. She's a little weird with the follow-ups, but like you kind of look past that for now because you can tell she's getting better. 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess we'll just talk about it because it just seems to be right as things go. MLW's back this week, Tony.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And you brought it up last week, I believe. The big announcement.
Fuck yeah,
we're gonna
dude.
get another. As if you haven't had your fill. If you haven't, you're on your 75th hot dog, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you really need the 76th one? Do we need another fucking Von Erich Team Filthy match? Well, guess what? Guess what, people? Oh, you're getting another one. They're gonna have a bunkhouse brawl this weekend at the Philadelphia tapings.
Of course they are.
A bunkhouse brawl is a stipulation bout with its roots in Southern wrestling dating back decades. For years, the bunkhouse brawl have been the final stage of vicious feuds. Wrestlers can use whatever they want as weapons. Just be sure to bring your cowboy boots, a durable pair of jeans, and a 6-pack of whoop ass, as that's what it will take to win this wild Southern stipulation match. Yeehaw, doggy!
Adorable pair of jeans.
What the fuck? It's gonna be goddamn Martian Russell Von Marshall Von
Marsh.
Marshall and Ross Von Erich against Tom Lawlor and Kevin Koo.
Yeah, that's weird. How come Dominic Garini's not in this thing?
Tony, if you were Tom Lawlor, who would you pick from Team Filthy to be your stablemate here for this match?
King Mo.
You definitely don't want to win, huh?
Why not, dude? 2 MMA fighters against the Von Erichs? Come on.
All right, you know what? That's in a bunkhouse brawl where there are no rules. That makes sense. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I mean, King Mo could easily choke a bitch out at ringside. Why not? Just saying. You asked me, and I answered. Kevin Koo's not a bad choice, but I would have went with King Mo, unless King Mo's got something else going on. Maybe he's got another match with Low Key. I don't know.
No, isn't King Mo in the fucking 500-man Battle Riot?
Of course he is. I think all these guys are. A lot of them are doing like double.
Do we have a total list of how many people and who's actually in this thing?
Right now we have 27 entrants.
Well, wait. Before we get to that, round 7 of the draft was this week, and the final week of the draft, Jordan Oliver returns as a heavyweight now. He moved up to the heavyweight division. Matt's favorite Von Erich, Rip Von Erich, aka Kit Osborne, is back. And the newest face representing Azteca Underground, Matt Cross, is now in MLW. Thoughts?
Tony, Rip Von Erich.
Yes.
Is that like a play on like R.I.P. Von Erich?
Oh, 100%.
It is?
Has-
Okay. I didn't want to be like a bad guy and like look into like how like all like the Von Erichs are dead. So we're just gonna call them R.I.P. Von Erich.
Dude, it's Filthy Tom. It makes 100% sense.
Wait, so Rip Von Erich's not aligned with the Von Erichs?
No, he's with Team Filthy. It's Kid Osborne. It's Kid Osborne. Friend of the show.
That's right.
But now he's just going to be Kit Osborne, right?
They announced him as Rip Von Erich too. So
Yeah, I thought I saw a flyer with Rip Von Erich.
he's aligned with Team Filthy yet. So
Oh, wow. He's a fucking killer. That fucking Team Filthy's, all of them should be wearing their fucking spray painted on dungarine fucking shorts. Fucking assholes. Fucking Team Filthy.
Tom Lawler's got the legs to pull that off, dude. Don't be jealous.
Maybe I am, Tony. Maybe I am.
Matt Cross, MLW. Hasn't been there since, what they say, 2004, 2002, something like that.
2004.
I think it's a great get. I think Matt Cross fits in with MLW.
Here's my thing with the MLW, T-Donk.
Okay, shoot.
I feel like they bring all these like guys in, but they don't do anything with them. Like they're just kind of there to kind of like they're a name on the paper. And then outside of that, like they're not involved in any like major feuds. There's no major stories with them. I mean, the last year it's been Injustice versus Contra Unit, this goddamn fucking Team Lawlor against the Von Erichs.
Well, in fairness, the Von Erichs teamed up with ACH, fellow Texas boy. What? Yeah, I mean.
No, I was just saying,
I know. And TJP and Buku Dao had their little feud going.
There was no blow off to that, was there?
Yeah, Buku Dao won, didn't he?
Who attacked Buku Dao? Do we ever find that out?
Oh shit.
Because TJP got suspended for that, but we never got clarification that it was him.
It was probably TJP.
I like Davey Richards being there, but is this like a one-off thing, or are we gonna get like Davey Richards going after Jacob Fatu or Hammerstone?
Well, that's the thing, because we have Hammerstone. I mean, how is this going to play out? Hammerstone beats Fatu while he's the national champion, and then they have a tournament for that. Yeah, maybe somebody else steps up. Maybe Davey Richards wins the thing. Maybe Matt Cross wins the thing. I don't know. Maybe Jordan Oliver wins the damn thing. Maybe we get an Injustice feud. I don't know.
Can Richard Holiday just get rid of the IWA Caribbean Championship?
Well, he's got to defend it against King Muertes and some Caribbean nonsense.
Caribbean rules. Anything goes, baby.
I didn't realize in the Caribbean anything goes. Isn't that Las Vegas?
Look, man, we're doing jungle fights. We're doing anything go matches.
Remember where did Savio Vega and Muertes fight? In front of Chichen Itza in Mexico? Remember when Mads Kruger and fucking and Hammerstone fought at the power station?
Yeah. Well, thank God we're gonna be back in front of live fans. And we're gonna get to see, hopefully they could pick up some of these storylines because
Yeah, a lot of that was dog shit. They did a few good things with some of these stories, but a lot of it was just, and it was filler, dude. I mean, what else were they gonna do? You know?
I know, but like I'm excited for this Lee Moriarty. I'm excited to see him. Arez, I'm interested in this EJ Ndanku.
Yes, he's a big boy.
I'd like to see more out of Calvin Tankman. I think Davey Richards and Alex Kane are good signs. I want to see. I hope that when Jake Fatu loses the title, that's the end of Contra Unit. Because I don't like Contra Unit. I don't like the shit in the middle of the show.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with it too. It's been going on way too long. They need to fucking end it. It's gotta fall. It has to.
And I'd like to see what's next for Myron Reed, the MLW middleweight champion.
That's right. The young goat. As much as I hate the goat nickname, I kind of like it for him.
All right. What do you got against goats?
I just
Yeah.
I like goats. I just hate
Goatist.
I hate the phrase goat. It just sounds like
It's not a phrase.
Yeah, but when you think of the greatest of all time, like GOAT as an acronym just doesn't work for me. You know what I'm saying?
It works perfect, I think.
That's terrible. It's terrible. The GOAT. I'm the fucking GOAT. Yeah, man. Fuck that.
It spells goat.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's still dumb.
I can see goats are not great animals.
Why not? The goats are fantastic. They do yoga and all that stuff.
No,
Hot yoga with goats. Fuck
they
that.
just stand on you. That's annoying.
That's incredible.
Fucking annoying goats.
My cat weighs way less than a goat. And when he stands on me, it fucking hurts. And I'm like, get off me.
It's a shame goats aren't delicious. I'd be fucking eating a goat every week.
Goat chops?
Goat milk is good.
Goat cheese is good.
Goat cheese is good.
Yeah, goat
sure,
cheese is good.
but they're fucking annoying animals. Like
Yeah.
cows seem pretty cool. And we
How
fucking
often do you
slaughter
encounter a goat?
a lot of times, Kev? Everybody's a goat nowadays, and they're fucking awful.
No, I'm talking about like an actual goat. How annoying can it go? How many times in your life do you actually see the animal goat where you can classify them as annoying?
They're annoying. You've
I'm-
never seen them at the zoo? Goats are
agree.
fucking stupid.
They're dicks.
They're almost as bad as llamas that fucking spit at you. Fuck them both. Goats and
Are they
llamas.
worse than people?
Yeah, 100%.
Goats are worse than people.
Yeah. I
No,
mean,
you're
people
wrong.
suck, but goats are just the fucking bottom feeders.
What is then the greatest animal of all time?
The greatest animal of all
The
time.
goat.
Jesus, that was bad. A fucking boo.
What is the goat of goats?
No.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know any specific goats, but like, if you want to talk about animals, my favorite animal,
Not your favorite animal. What is the greatest animal? If we're going,
it's got to be.
You
Well,
know-
it's the king. It's the lion, easily.
lion.
Yeah.
Why is the lion the greatest?
Because who's killing a lion?
A lot
I
of
mean,
animals kill lions.
Fucking rich douchebag with a gun, probably.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, then
I'm not saying no. So we don't. I'm kind of with Tony. I don't think a goat is great.
I'm not saying a goat is great. I'm saying it's not a douche.
Matt, I pose this to you in the vein of Larry Steve. Is the pig the greatest animal of all time?
Ooh,
Ooh, pigs are cool.
Because a pig is a cool animal and it's
Yeah.
fucking delicious as fuck, and you get like 15,000 different meats out of a pig.
and a pig will eat a body if you had to get rid of a body.
Pig is the most versatile animal. I would think that the pig is the goat, I guess.
We might be overthinking this. What about just like a dog?
Dogs
I
are
like
cool.
dogs.
Yeah, dogs are pretty great. You can't eat a dog.
Well,
Oh wait, we're talking about food?
No, I'm just
No,
thinking
no.
about whole. As a whole. There's only one Shawn Michaels because he has all the tools. You know, he's got
Right,
everything.
but-
He can do it all.
But you're comparing like a wrestler to like an entire species. Like I don't know a lion on a personal level where I can call him the Shawn Michaels of lions.
Like you don't eat lion, so like that's off the table. You can't eat a lion. Can you use like a lion mane for like some clothing?
I would hope not.
How about birds? Birds are cool.
No, birds are the
birds
worst.
carry disease.
Shut up with your freaking birds.
I
Birds
love
are cool.
birds.
Get out of here.
I hope Matt's cats eat your birds.
I tell people all the time, my cat weighed another 60 pounds. He would eat my fucking head.
Your cat would be a lion.
I hear our guest is here. Bring in Trish. I want to ask her what she thinks the greatest animal of all time is.
This would be a great opening question.
I'm full of great opening questions.
I know this is why you do what you do.
A podcast?
Ask questions.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm a wizard at this.
No, come on, dude.
A
Your
shining wizard.
questions have been a lot better. You've improved a
I-
lot in 10 years.
Yeah, well, you know, with time, right? That's what they say. Like a fine
got?
wine.
What do you got? A Mega Man shirt on tonight? I just noticed
It's my
that.
Kenny Omega t-shirt.
Oh, well, there you go.
The Kenny Omega Man.
There you go.
It's very soft, so I like wearing it.
Yeah, just like this comfortable Shining Wizards Kevin shirt is available at prowrestlingtees.com.
That's
Didn't
right.
they just have their 4th of July sale?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah. 20% off deal. They run a bunch of them during the year, though. So if you didn't get on this one, you can get on the next one.
I didn't even realize it was happening.
Dog is up there. Cat is probably up there. I know there's dog people. and there's
Cats are
cats.
annoying, though. Some cats are real cool. Other cats, like, they can't be bothered with anybody. And that just
Well,
puts me off.
What I mean, that's like great for me, you know.
Yeah, but then that's like having strangers in your house then. Like a dog will come lay by you. He'll let you rub his belly. He'll cuddle up next to you when he knows you're feeling blue. You know, a dog knows you. A
I'm
cat-
actually cat sitting for my neighbor. Not cat sitting, but I got to make sure they don't die for the next week.
All right, just make sure there's water. Water is important. Water and dry food. They'll be fine.
That's it. And I got to, change the poop.
The litter box, yes.
Yeah.
Do you have one of those automatic ones where like once it poops, it scoops it up automatically?
Who? Me?
Yeah, well, you.
No, those things are bullshit.
They don't work?
I don't know. But dude, I got 2
Are they-
cats.
Are they bullshit or are they cat shit?
I got 2 cats, and they're both used. We got 2 cats upstairs and 2 litter boxes, and they both use the same litter box.
Well, no, why not? I mean, you don't use a separate bathroom from your wife, do you?
We got 2 bathrooms in the house.
Yeah, but you guys use the same one, no?
Me and Rhiannon do, yeah. But if I'm downstairs, I'm not coming upstairs. They're in the closet running around like idiots. Just use the one in there. It's clean. They got to use the same one over here. They're driving me crazy.
This is too much.
It's
I
not
love
too
this.
much.
I like this. Trish is getting her stuff together and she's flexing with the belt there. I like it.
Trish, how are you?
I was like, I can't hear. Okay.
All right.
Hi.
So before you joined us, and we're joined by Trish Adora, Ring of Honor. She just got her ticket to gold a couple of weeks ago. Very excited for her. She's going to be in the Women of Honor tournament. But we're talking animals. Greatest animal ever.
Ooh. Oh, y'all put me on the spot.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
tough
gonna
one.
have to say the elephant.
All right. good
See,
call.
I like the elephant. We didn't come up with elephant. We came up with
Well,
lion.
baby elephants are adorable.
Yes.
Baby elephant step on your head though. It'll pop like a grape.
Well,
No,
if anyone steps on my head, I'm pretty sure it's popping like a grape.
I've seen videos with baby elephants though. They like to cuddle, they like to lay around and stuff. I wouldn't do that with one of the full grown ones, but a little baby elephant
Right.
would be a lot of fun.
What about a giraffe?
Yes. Those are nice too.
Giraffes are
Yeah.
Let's see.
A big long neck.
Leopards with the spots are pretty cool.
Yeah, but leopard in your face.
Yeah, leopard will take you out, dude.
See,
All right.
giraffe, you just give it a bush, it's good.
Yeah.
Give it some romaine. I fed a giraffe in Dallas. It was
Lion.
fantastic.
Monkeys. They're super versatile.
Yeah,
Monkeys.
very athletic animal. That's right.
What about that guy that got ripped apart by the monkeys?
Gosh.
No, forget that. How about every time like the monkeys are running the streets, they'll just like take things from people like their food or like their phone and stuff like that.
Very smart. And then you can like train them to do tricks.
Yeah.
They're sneaky, man. They're so sneaky.
Nah, I think the word you're looking for is resourceful.
Nah, man, you want no, because they got the tail and that's like an extra set of hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They grab something. They grab like, I don't know. They jump on my fan, and then now they got their hands in their feet. They can take shit as I walk by them.
With their non-opposable thumbs.
Yeah,
or
I'll be like talking to somebody, have my drink in my hand, and whoop, it's gone. And then he goes out the doorway, he's gone.
So you don't like seagulls either, then, because seagulls will steal food right out of your mouth.
Seagulls.
Yeah, seagulls are the worst.
They're gross.
All boardwalks.
Yep.
All right,
I like
so
birds, don't like seagulls.
Trish is here though, not to talk about sequels and giraffes and monkeys, as much as we would love to continue talking about the greatest animals of all time. She's here to talk Ring of Honor. She's here to talk about her wrestling career. She's a U.S. Army vet. She's a Wounded Warrior Project alumni. She's a champion, and she's getting her shot at the Ring of Honor Women's Championship Tournament, which will be happening later this summer. Your reaction when Maria tells you the video's on YouTube, it seems super genuine. Did you know that you were getting your ticket to gold?
No, I did not. I was like, all right, let's chat, you know. I knew at that point, you know, I lost my match. So I was just kind of like, all right, I wonder what the next step is. And they kind of sprung that on me. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, cool, can I come right now? I'll leave right now. I have all my stuff packed right now.
You have been wrestling for quite a bit of time. During the pandemic, though, how different is it for you to be wrestling in front of no fans, especially down there in Baltimore?
Yeah, no fans is I don't know. It's just it helps you focus on other parts of, you know, your game that maybe you weren't exactly focused on before. But really, it did feel like something was missing until, you know, you learn how to adapt to that, of course. But it felt like there's like somewhat of a connection missing. I feel like I wanted to kind of look at somebody or kind of, you know, reach out to somebody a little bit, you know. So entrances are a lot more, you know, they're just different. I feed off the crowd. That's a part of my wrestling style pretty much. So without them, it feels like their absence is very felt.
You touched on something so good, like how fast can I get there, like for this, like how like that's like an old wrestling thing, like if someone gives you the opportunity, like you go, like if you always have your gear in your trunk or stuff like that whenever you go some places. Like how true is that, and how often do you feel like wrestlers take advantage of that?
Oh, that's so true. That's how it's, you know, it happens a little bit more often than I would have thought, at least to me. So yeah, you kind of get lucky sometimes. You're in the right place sometimes, you know, the recipe just so happens to work on that day, you know. So you just end up having certain opportunities present themselves. Funny enough, I got to go to Japan because I just so happened to be in the right place at the right time, you know. If I could do a side story really quick, I hope you don't mind. But at Hood Slam in California, they were having a show. I went to the show, and there was going to be a Wrestle One seminar there, and they would choose 2 winners to go to Japan to train under the Wrestle One dojo. And I had no idea there was going to be a seminar that day. I was like, oh shoot, I didn't have enough money for the seminar, so one of the other students paid for me to go to the seminar. I was like, oh wow, thanks. And I went to the seminar, ended up getting picked. So it's just being at the right place, you know what I'm saying? When the recipe works, it just works. So
That's awesome. It's such a great story. Like it's such like one of those like one of those like feel goods, like just like, you know, like one that someday maybe A&E will do like a special on it or something like that.
I know, right? That would be super cool. Yeah. Got to wrestle in Kurikan Hall. Really cool.
Okay, so you went to Japan. I ask every single person that's been to Japan this.
Oh.
Because Lance Archer, Lance Hoyt did the show, and he told us that he ate raw horse. So I ask everybody, by the face you made, if you're not watching the video on Facebook, I'm gonna guess Trish has never eaten the raw horse.
No.
Okay, so that answers that question. But did you take part in any of the delicatessens?
Delicatessens.
English, just
Delicacies.
English delicacies in Japan.
I went more of the sweet route. I definitely indulged in a lot of the foreign candies and stuff like that. I didn't go too crazy. I didn't go any horse or anything like that. I had a piece of squid jerky, was about as crazy as I got, but it tasted pretty, it was very salty. That's very stark. It was very, very salty.
Did you snap into a slim squid?
Oh.
Oh, boo.
Oh,
Ooh,
see?
yeah.
It was a tiny bite, you know?
So we mentioned the crowds here not being around. Now you wrestled in Japan. What's the difference with the crowd in Japan versus the American fans?
Yeah, so there's just this politeness, I want to say, but not to say that, you know, not saying that our fans are not polite, but there's just this, they watch things a different way, and it's like they clap and they're very appreciative, and there's like an appreciativeness woven into like the culture of their fandom, you know, which is really cool how they you know, how they treat wrestling there, you know. So yeah, it was very, very interesting. For some reason, you're kind of waiting for the roar of, yeah, that was so cool, you know. Sometimes you wait for that, and you know, you don't quite get that there. It's a different vibe overall. So it took some getting used to, but.
Was it a little culture shock when you came back here and you were greeted with the wonderful words of wisdom from our amazing American fans?
Yeah. One fall, am I right?
We're on the line with
You
Trish
know?
Adora, the Afro Punk, at Trish Adora 202 on Twitter and Instagram. Now, as you can see, I have my wonderful ROH pals around me, but you have a little bit of gold over there. Is that the Pan African World Championship you're
Yes.
that's on display?
Yes, it is.
507 days and counting. What has it meant to be the Pan African World Wrestling Champion to you?
It's been such an interesting ride, you know. Sometimes I don't realize everything that I got to do until I kind of just stop and go, wait a minute, I got to do some really cool stuff. You know, I just changed my set, and I'm going through some of these pictures, and I'm looking at some of these really fun, cool things that I've gotten to do. And I'm just like, okay, so I'm actually moving the needle in a positive way, you know. I told myself that I was gonna make sure that wrestling was better off, you know, once I was all set. And to be champion, I'm hoping that I'm living an example of someone that can actually do that, you know, to hold this up with honor, defend this against all competitors, you know. I hold this with pride. It makes me feel good, even, you know, even outside of the ring. I feel like I even like hold my head up high, you know, my shoulders are back, my chin's up, you know. I feel more confident overall. So.
And you embody it like an NWA spirit as the champion, as you don't just defend the title in Fight Club. You've done it. You've defended in GCW. You defended it in OWA Good Trouble out in Ohio. You are defending the title everywhere. How would you feel about adding the Ring of Honor women's title to your bag? Is it too much luggage, too much baggage for you to be carrying around?
No,
Never.
no such thing. Don't you say that. What do you mean? More luggage for sure. I would love that. I would love that, to be the first Black Ring of Honor women's champion. That'd be a crazy notch, you know. I'm hoping I could uphold that with honor should I be choosing to do that. So.
Well, Maria Kanellis Bennett chose you for a reason to be in this tournament. The field is starting to shake out, and we're seeing some heavy hitters in there. How do you feel about the competition? There's Willow Nightingale, there's Nicole Savoy, Mandy Leone, Max the Impaler, who I think is going to be a problem for everybody, especially with Amy Rose by her side. Is there somebody in the tournament you could maybe hope to see later on down the line? Maybe, you know, get a little beat up a little. They've got a little, you know, little rubber taken off the tire there. They're not at 100. Hi, Nelly. Thank you for showing your butthole to our guests.
But yes, I would love to tie it up with Nicole Savoy. That would be a good time. Allison Kay, Max the Impaler, of course, Willow. We've gotten to tie it up outside of the Ring of Honor banner, so it would be such a moment to be able to share that with her under their banner as well. So all very stiff competition, but I do keep my training up about as much physically as I do mentally. So I feel very prepared.
You touched on something which I think we can't really overlook, the fact that potentially you could be the first ever African-American Ring of Honor women's champion. What would that mean to you? And just talk about being a featured Black athlete in professional wrestling now. It just seems like it's come so far, like it's getting better every single day. How do you feel about that? And what would that honestly mean to you inside?
Oh, that would be so cool. Representation is so important. When I was younger, I was watching wrestling and I understood what was happening, so to speak, but it was hard for me to really connect with what was going on. I started seeing Jacqueline and Jazz on my screen and I was like, what? I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I had never seen, they were strong women, they were smart women, and they were always treated with such respect. They were always tough. They were beautiful. I had never seen anything like that before. I was like, okay, maybe that's for me. Maybe that's something for me. To be able to live that and take those steps in that direction feels really good. Look, if it wasn't for Jazz or Jacqueline, I don't know. I could have been a librarian, I could have been anything, Hopefully somebody sees me and is like, oh, okay, I can do something cool. I can push the envelope. I can do something I never thought I could. So.
And if you're following Trish on her social media at Trish Adora 202, you recently had the opportunity to meet Jazz, right?
Yes.
How
we got to work together. That was very, very fun. I can't even say enough good things, really. Just to be able to sit under her learning tree and just to be able to talk about what it meant to be like a Black woman in the business coming up, and how things have changed, some pointers for myself, just telling me to stay the course. I needed to hear that. And I needed to hear that from her. And it was, she took time out to care that she said it to me. And that's such a full circle moment for me. And I just don't take that for granted.
I can't imagine. And she's still doing, I know she's on her retirement tour, but she's still doing amazing stuff with Impact Wrestling, mentoring the women in that division. So I think that the wrestling world benefited a whole lot. For the longer Jazz can stay in the business, I think we all benefit from it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And if she has her managerial's license, I'm just saying, you're saying, Jazz, come to Ring of Honor, come watch my back. Look, you can't trust Amy Rose. You can't trust Amy Rose. You can't trust the Allure. All right.
For
if
real.
Trish is gonna get far in this tournament, she's got to bring in the hitters. All right.
For real. Quite the landmine I'm operating through right now.
Look, the deck is stacked against you, and not in a good way. You're also, I hate to bring it up, but Miranda, you're 0-2 against her in singles and tag matches in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Are you? Is that in the back of your head? Like, I don't want to see her in the first round because she has my number.
I'm plotting revenge. I've been training up. I've gotten a lot smarter. I can't get caught off guard again. I really can't afford to. Tournament Trish is like in full effect right now. So I really can't afford to get tripped up. No more surprises. So if I happen upon Miranda, I know what to do.
I like Tournament Trish. I'm excited for that too. Well, Ring of Honor obviously is going big with this women's world championship tournament. Will you be at Best in the World this weekend?
I will be there.
I will make a point to say hello to you if I see you.
Yeah, for sure.
Matt perked up real quick. She was like, I'll be there. And Matt was like, well, I will say hello.
I always like to be sure to say hello to past guests of the show. I will be taking the trip to Baltimore. as a fan, as you mentioned before, a wrestling fan, what are you most excited to see this weekend at Best in the World?
Ooh, oh my gosh, there's so much. You know what? I really like Danhausen a lot. You know, I really enjoy his work. I enjoy that. I'm enjoying seeing him in PCO. I'm trying to see what that's going to look like. So I'm sure that's going to be, they're going to go crazy. So should be fun to see.
So I don't want to put you on the spot with this kind of question, but being where you are, no, it's just because it could be awkward if the answer is like no. Like, were you growing up like as a fan? Because Ring of Honor has been around just as long as probably just about any wrestling company in the world. Did you like embrace yourself in the Ring of Honor history? Like, do you know, like, is there anyone in Ring of Honor's past that you really enjoy watching like the most?
Yes, actually, you know, once I began to start training, that's when I was kind of sat down. I was like, all right, so you kind of got to open your world up a little bit more. So there's certain things that I just wasn't privy to growing up, certain channels you don't have, you don't get those magazines. So you're just not privy to certain information. So Ring of Honor was the first thing that I dived head into about like 5 or 6 years ago. So I started watching on somewhat of a backlog. So I'm just trying to like go backwards and work backwards, and watching Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe's work, because their styles are something I would like to closely emulate, or some things that I enjoy watching Sumi, and even getting to train under her as well at the Worldwide Dojo in Pennsylvania has been pretty fun too. So just reaching back and like watching those, very, very fun stuff.
Awesome, that's cool. I love Sumi.
Yes.
Who doesn't love Sumi? I'm not gonna lie, she may have been mad at me last time I went to a Ring of Honor show because she was a heel and I yelled at her. What? She's a heel. What do you expect to happen?
I'm sure she's used to that. Calm down.
She was doing heel shit. I do like her shirt with the funny looking cat on it, though. I gotta get me one of those Sumi Sakai shirts. Now, you don't just do the women's wrestling. You have tangled with the men. And the thing that sticks out the most to me is the 60-minute Iron Man match with Tony Deppen at Beyond Wrestling that happened earlier this year. And then, for those not familiar with it, you did a no-ring death match.
Yes.
First of all, what the I'm going to say, what the fuck, man? What?
I thought the same.
No ring is what, for those not familiar, like myself, I can assume it is literally no ring, but are you just like in a room?
No, so it was like a stage, right? It's like a pretty cool like music venue, the Sound Bar in Orlando. Very, very nice. The properly spaced, with just enough space for you to go crazy and do cool stuff, but you know, just enough space to where it's still like more of an intimate setting. So with every glass that breaks, everybody gets hit and they like it that way. So trying to buy into that somewhat was a challenge, but I got to work across from Sheik, which is, I respect Sheik a lot. So it was very interesting being able to operate under that. I definitely got a cut or two, but not as much as everyone else that night. That was a crazy night. Y'all gotta watch that. That was Effie's Fear the Gay Agenda. It's a crazy show.
One of those shows where you win if you walk out with less cuts than everybody else. And then on the opposite spectrum of thing, 60-minute Iron Man match with Tony Deppen.
Yes.
I mean,
yes, that was nerve-wracking. Just every layer of that too. It kind of came about like early February, and when the date got set for, you know, Valentine's Day, I was like, I'm thinking like, all right, maybe they'll say it'll be in August or something, but they were like, you know, the date had got set pretty early. You know, the challenge got late. Everything just got, you know, I felt like I was kind of caught up in a whirlwind. I had very little time to get ready, which is why you kind of just stay ready. you kind of stay in third gear. So something like that is just very trying on just mentally and like physically. And there were no fans there too, for that as well. So that really, my lifeblood, I really felt completely out of my comfort zone then, you know what I mean? And just working for the first time under the Beyond banner, I hadn't met Tony prior, and it was just, it was all pressure, so just trying to go through all those paces and just making sure I was keeping myself right. Those time cues, they echo in my head sometimes when I'm all alone. I just hear like those time cues, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I can't watch an hour TV show, let alone think about putting together an hour wrestling match. It must have felt like an eternity for you out there.
Oh my gosh. When I hear 5 minutes had elapsed, I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no. At that point, I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of this. Very nerve-wracking, but I used those time cues to my advantage, and I used Tony's arrogance to my advantage. He's got no shortage of that. So
that's awesome.
And you mentioned that was your first time in Beyond, and you've had quite the track record there. Wins over Tony Depp and wins over Jordan Oliver. You've also spent time with Wheeler, Utah, and recently Logan Easton LaRue. How important is it for you to be getting out there? I mean, look, Tony Deppen for an hour in Beyond Wrestling, that's nothing to sneeze at. If you were looking to put your flag in the map, I think you definitely did it. You throw on this Ring of Honor ticket to gold. I mean, your star is shooting, kid. You're doing it, not us. We're just along for the ride. How important is that for you to make that impression with the Beyond Wrestling fans and the people at Beyond Wrestling?
Oh, that's huge for me. Beyond has like such a large following, over 3 million followers on YouTube. They average so many views per show, per taping, prominently featured on IWTV, and they're partnering with WWR Plus now. So there's like a lot of really good things. So, I mean, this was the perfect time, and I'm happy to be working under their banner. I'm happy that, they've accepted me as their own. I'm happy that Drew, believed in me. That's important. A lot of times you'll want that, out of, your boss, out of your promoter. So I'm happy to have that.
Yeah. And you brought up a good point in terms of like places like Beyond, places like GCW, a lot of these independent companies. How important do you think these places or independent wrestling in general played into where you are now and where you could potentially go in the future? Like, independent wrestling still has a real legit like importance in wrestling, correct?
Yes. Yeah. It really wasn't until maybe like the last 2 years or so that I really started to understand that there's like a real path in independent wrestling. I was so hung up in trying to, the goal was to work for the biggest companies, that was the goal. And, that's not a wrong goal. There's nothing wrong with having that goal, but it was in the grind of working on the independents. It was when I was in the UK and I was sitting on my luggage because my luggage broke. And that was like the 15th sandwich that I had because it was all I could afford. And I was like bawling, crying. And I was like, that's it. This is how I'm gonna learn, and this is how I'm gonna grow. I pound the pavement, and I make those vows to myself that that's never gonna happen again. And I keep my journey going forward. And having those experiences really made me like appreciate what independent wrestling has done. It's made me so much more appreciative of all these really lovely things that I get to do. Thinking about me almost getting stuck in Japan because I almost missed my flight. Me running I got to the airport with like an hour left, before, and with an international flight, you just don't have that kind of time. you know, I'm racing up to the terminal and I'm like, this will never happen again, you know, and I'm just like dragging all my stuff and I'm like, fell, and it was just like, holy crap. But I caught my breath like halfway during the flight home, you know, so just having those experiences, I'm just like, independent wrestling really shaped me as a performer. So it's invaluable. It's invaluable to my journey. So.
By the way, my neighbor who knows literally nothing about wrestling is watching, and he said, "We are so funny. I like Adora." so
Oh.
that's a legit truth right there. So it's incredible.
Well,
hey, neighbor.
Won't you be my neighbor? At Trish Adora 202 on Twitter and Instagram. Give her a follow. whatamaneuver.net/collection/Trish-Adora. Buy a Trish t-shirt, neighbor. Support Trish. The Afro, look, the Afro Punk, she's going to have so much gold. She's going to have to buy more luggage to carry all this shit in. All the new merch. All right. So she's going to need a couple extra shekels. So go over there. whatamaneuver.net/collection/Trish-Adora. It's on her social media. Support her. Because this could be groundbreaking. The first African-American Ring of Honor Women's Champion. This is amazing. Now, let me ask you a question. Being at Ring of Honor and working with people like Shane Taylor, how much has that helped you? Because Shane's been he's been a big friend of ours for a couple of years, and he's a huge supporter. Everything we put out to promote you, Shane has been tweeting and retweeting, and we know he's huge in the movement in professional wrestling to bring recognition to African American athletes. How important is your relationship or getting to learn under his tree? Is it just as invaluable as learning from Jazz? Yes,
absolutely. You know, being able to talk with him, he's treated me like a peer, which is invaluable. You know what I mean? He's talking to me. He's letting me know the do's and the don'ts. And it's very important to kind of have that mentorship at every level, you know. It didn't always feel like I had that. So now that I feel like I have like a little community of people that, you know, I care about, that I can reach out to, that, you know, care about my content, you know, whose content I like sharing as well, you know. Just having that community is so awesome. You know, Shane's very, very kind, very good guy.
All right, let's ask. We're gonna ask some weird Shining Wizards questions now.
Oh boy.
Dora, right? First, Trish, I don't know how was your 4th of July?
It was pretty good. I just chilled, hang back, nothing too crazy. I live in DC, so it took me about an hour to get home. An hour on top of what I would normally get home. I was hanging out with my homegirl, but she lives down by the monument, so trying to get back home was a chore. So it took me like about an hour and a half to get home. But it was pretty chill. Nothing too crazy.
So we watched the hot dog eating contest, right?
You know what's funny? I went out to eat with my homegirl and the hot dog contest was on the TV. That's so funny. Yeah, freaking.
Nelly, you're killing me, Nelly. You're literally Nelly.
What's his name? Jaws? Is that the guy who won?
Joey Chestnuts? I don't know what's his nickname.
Yeah,
Jaws?
that's his name.
Jaws, yeah.
That's his nickname is Jaws, and I'm just like, interesting.
Yeah. All right, so
for sure.
Sorry, Nelly, you gotta go, kid.
Oh, poor Nelly.
Oh,
come on. Look, it's one thing if Nelly's gonna show her butthole to you guys, but I can't have Nelly showing her butthole to all the guests. Okay, it's inappropriate. It's unnecessary.
That's right. We'll get canceled.
That's right. I don't want to get canceled. First of all, okay, so we had this discussion before. How long can you eat a hot dog in under a minute? Just one.
Not comfortably. I'd be
Really?
kind of miserable about it, honestly. Because to eat it under a minute, I feel like
just one hot dog.
I need 10 minutes to eat a hot dog.
Really?
I mean,
a minute, that's kind of quick, right?
I'm 120 pounds, and I said I could eat 10 in 10 minutes.
In the 60 seconds, I could eat one hot dog.
Yeah,
You can't have any mustard on it, though. No mustard.
Don't sell yourself short, kid. All right, you got it.
Hold on, because we had
no mustard. I can do it in a minute.
Can you do it? Would you put ketchup on your hot dog?
Yeah, a little bit of ketchup.
I'm out.
Matt,
I got her. Listen, if Adora is on my side, I adore her.
Oh wow! Woo!
That's all that
my
matters to me,
God.
baby.
Glad you were saving the good ones for the guest.
God. Fucking boo.
I put ketchup and mustard on my hot dogs. I don't care who knows it. I'll scream it from the rooftop, Trish. All right? And I'm glad that she'll put ketchup on her hot dogs too.
Ketchup for sure.
Oh, I just turned my mic off accidentally. The cat's knocking things over. I'm upset about ketchup on a hot dog.
I don't know why, man. Just be
I don't
happy.
know. It just seems like
Do you put ketchup on anything?
who?
You.
Yeah, we had this conversation before.
Well, I just want to know. Let Trish know what she walked into now. Can you put
Uh-oh.
ketchup on a-
Anti-ketchup?
No,
Yeah,
not
kinda
anti-ketchup.
is.
Anti-ketchup on a hot dog.
He's a ketchup bully when it comes to hot dogs. He really is. Like he made Kevin feel
Wow.
painful for 5 minutes that he put ketchup on his hot dog.
Yeah. Really made me feel bad.
I feel that way about mustard, though. I'm not a fan. Yellow mustard's the worst mustard ever.
How about spicy brown mustard?
Oh,
I like that one, yeah.
Her eyes lit up.
Coarse brown mustard is good, too. Those are like,
She was like,
those
golden?
ones.
I'll even go for a Dijon sometimes too, but not on a hot dog.
Yeah, all
Spicy brown on a
those.
hot dog, yeah.
Not the yellow one, though. The plain one is just...
The yellow's kind of like fake mustard.
Let the record show.
Oh, here we go.
Tony hasn't said shit this whole interview, and then we start talking about food, and he's all in. And I'm the fat slob.
No.
All you out there
Food's the
in
best.
Cleveland.
Wow.
Food is the best. That's a good part to jump in on.
That's a t-shirt if I ever heard one. Food is the best.
What is your go-to food stop when you're on the road?
Oh, wow. See, I'm an athlete. See, I can't be telling on myself like this.
That's right. You would be both, kid.
Geez, let's see. I always end up stopping by the like the Wawas or the Sheets or those kinds of things.
Oh, I miss Sheets. Sheets is so good.
Yeah. Then I get like a giant smoothie, and then I get these gummy bears, and then I get beef jerky, and then I get like a bag of chips sometimes.
All right.
And then I get like these 2 seltzer waters. And then I usually get something chocolate, like some type of Snickers or something like that.
Do they got the old squid jerky at the Wawa?
Whatever, y'all. Whatever, okay? Give me grief about this jerky, though. But yeah, I don't know. I keep it pretty, I don't know. I don't snack too hard, but
You just named everything at a Wawa's. You just
named like 9 snacks. No, I don't snack too hard.
She checked off every single aisle at the Wawa.
there's a
For
Wawa.
sure,
There's a Wawa by my job. They see me at least 3 times a day. It's the most
Right.
uncomfortable. After the first interaction, it's very uncomfortable. They're like, weren't you just? I'm like, just ring me up, please. I got a long day ahead of me.
Oh, this is awesome.
What, in terms of the women's tournament, if you could pick your first round opponent, who do you think? And I'm not saying any of this would be, but is it someone like a Roxy? She's a very young talent. This is all, stage for her. Do you prefer someone you're a little more familiar with? I know you have a couple wins over Willow.
That's a good question, because first round psychology is very important. And with someone I'm already familiar with, I'd be nervous about meeting her later on after she's gotten some steam behind her too. I've not had to think about that.
Well, while you ponder that, let me hit you with another question, right? Look, there's a lot of, I don't know what Maria Canella Bennett's doing. First of all, she's got too many goddamn names. All right, I'm gonna put that out there.
Wow.
And no, because she's messing with my girl Vita Von Star now. She's throwing her out of the tournament.
I
don't like that. Do you even get involved in the shenanigans? Are you even concerned? What if Vita Von Star decides she's going to destroy the whole tournament and get involved in every single match because it's payback to Maria?
Well, I gotta adapt quick then. I did say I was gonna be ready for anything, but now that you say that, I'm decidedly not ready for that. So I'll figure that out.
It's hard to prepare for crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Lot to ponder. Lot to
Wow,
ponder.
there is a lot to ponder. Maybe me and Willow can lock it up earlier on, or maybe Roxy. That'd be good.
Yeah, because I think she's a little. Roxy's a little younger. She might be the bright lights might be a bit much.
Yeah, they might be.
We're looking at a long journey here. We're getting the finals. Easiest road. What do they say? Work smarter, not harder. Not bad.
For sure.
Just saying. Just gonna throw that out there. I had another question. Oh, what makes you the Afro punk?
Yeah, so
I love the nickname. First of all, it's fantastic.
It's a great name.
Oh, thank you. It's a fusion of it's really like a counterculture. It's underground, so to speak. It's of the diaspora. It's for people of color. It's for the LGBT community. You know what I mean? It's a way for African Americans to show their pride. It's a way for people of the diaspora to show their pride as well. It's an attitude. It's in what I wear. It's in how I treat my people. It's in how I choose to live my life. A lot of the morals and a lot of the values that I have lend to that as well. It's a celebration. It's a celebration of cultures.
Well, Trish, this has been a celebration of you and this wonderful journey that you're on. We thank you graciously for your time. Again, at TrishAdora202 on Twitter and Instagram. Please give her a follow. She's got her link to her t-shirt store up there, whatamaneuver.net/collection/TrishAdora. Grab a t-shirt, support Trish. Keep your eyes peeled because she's not just showing up at Ring of Honor. She's doing Beyond Wrestling. She's doing the WWR stuff. She's doing Effie stuff. She's doing GCW stuff. She's doing Alley Cat's hot girl shit. She's doing it all. Alley Cat's
Alley Catch. Right?
No, it's real Alley Cat's real hot girl shit. I know she changed her. She's not Alley Cat anymore, but a couple months ago, she was doing hot girl shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Trish, before we let you go, English is not my best language. I apologize. Anything you want to leave the fans with before we let you get back to preparing for this Women of Honor tournament, the big weekend for Ring of Honor this weekend? Anything you want to leave with our fans, your fans, the people listening?
I just want to thank everybody. This has been such a cool ride so far. It's only going to get cooler. I appreciate everything that everybody's done, every like, every share. They mean so much. Every time I get to come on and chat with people, they're furthering my message. We get to help each other and grow together, and it feels really good to be able to do that. I'm hoping that you all can lean in and just watch everything go down. I'm really excited for these next couple months. My IWTV, The Life Of, is going to be debuting on August 1st. So that's going to be pretty crazy. You're going to be able to see me like you've never seen me before. I talk a little bit more. I don't think that vulnerability is a weakness at all. I'm more vulnerable here, even more so than normal. So it's going to be an interesting look at all the things that have gone on in my life. So
incredible. Thank you so much for everything that you do and you stand for. It's awesome.
Thank you.
And if Awkward Matt approaches you, don't be afraid. He's awkward with everybody at the wrestling shows. So you have that to look forward to.
I'll just be like, what's up? Just from a distance. We got to keep our distance still. I'll be like, what's up?
Right.
No, she's going to run. I get it. I understand. I could be a little creepy. I don't know what to tell you.
A little. He's very creepy.
Trish, you've been phenomenal. Thank you so much. We will be cheering you on, and best of luck going forward.
Yes. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks for joining us, Trish.
Appreciate you.
At TrishAdora202 on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you're giving her a follow. Support her and everything she's doing. Watch her become the first women's African-American women's champion in Ring of Honor history. Watch her on Beyond Wrestling, IWTV. Watch her day in the life of.
Mark it down. Ring of Honor winner. It's going to happen.
Is this your pick?
Mark it down.
I like it.
Mark it down.
A good pick.
Awesome.
Trish, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night.
Thanks again,
Yes,
Trish.
y'all too. Peace.
Oh, peace.
That's it. Incredible.
Duly.
All right, Trish Adora, give her a follow on the Twitter and the Instagram. Be sure to keep
Yeah.
your eyes peeled for her. She's doing great things in the world of professional wrestling, and she's making a name for herself in Ring of Honor, Beyond Wrestling. She's really killing it. So be sure to follow and watch Trish.
Yeah, like literally, like my neighbor who I'm cat sitting for is watching. I don't think he's ever really watched before. He's like, I'm a big Trish Adora fan now. Like that's so. Oh, she's still here. I didn't even realize.
Oh.
Right.
No, I was supposed to hang up. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace. My bad. I had no idea. Okay, I'll see y'all around.
Trish, thank you. If you follow us on social, I'll reach out to you. We'll get you a T-shirt. We have Shining Wizards T-shirts if you want one.
Bet. Okay, for sure. Let me follow. See y'all.
Bye, Trish. Have a great night.
Good night.
Y'all
Trish.
too.
God, Kevin, you gave her the boot.
I thought it was over.
Oh, Kevin was boosting her up saying these great things, and then he looks up and he's like, oh, she's still here.
I didn't know. Because we're like he's sending me like the passcodes and like and stuff like that, like or whatever. Like so I keep his cats alive. And he's literally watching, saying his name is James. He's actually an actor. He's a really good actor. He's been on a lot of TV shows. And he also said that ketchup and mustard appropriately live harmoniously on hot dogs.
Oh, jeez.
I think your neighbor just followed us on Instagram, Twitter too.
Mountie something?
I wasn't gonna say his last name, so yes, that's him.
Well, it's his handle.
Right.
Yeah.
Kevin,
Cool.
is he the Mountie or is he not the Mountie?
He's not the Mountie. I really gotta pee.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. We got other stuff that we have to burn through really fast. We got games to play. We're running short on time because I don't want to be up till midnight like they do on Wednesdays. But Kevin, what do we always say around this time?
Back after this.
We know you love shopping at Amazon, and we also know you love listening to the Shining Wizards. That's why you're hearing this commercial right now. But were you aware that you can combine the two, do all your shopping, and support the show at the same time? Well, of course you can. Instead of going to Amazon.com, go to Amazon.shiningwizards.com and make your purchases the way you normally would. You're going to get the same great low prices, and a portion of whatever you purchase is going to go to support the Shining Wizards. How great is that? You, by purchasing anything that you normally would anyway, is going to support us. That's a win-win in my book. So from now on, when you shop at Amazon, go to Amazon.shiningwizards.com or click the banner on our website and do all of your shopping with the Shining Wizards.
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country are pooling their resources through an emergency network hookup to keep you informed of all developments.
Horns up, everyone. When on the Shining Wizards Network, be sure every Friday to check out Radioactive Metal. Radioactive Metal is one of the longest running podcasts on the interweb. And every week we bring you a fistful of metal, including interviews with all your favorite artists, discuss all the metal news, and feature the best tunes on the air today. So grab a Lemmy, join your cool Uncle Snowy and co-host Aaron in the pit.
Your recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment broadcasting from the current to the way back. Join the impact player Phil Brea and the Portuguese Man of War Choppy for the Turnbuckle Throwbacks Wrestling Podcast, live every week on rantemradio.com. Get all our episodes over at iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Audio Boom, Google Play, ShiningWizardsNetwork.com, and TurnbuckleThrowbacks.com.
Are you tired of being told what to think and believe by Hollywood elites and politicians who just don't care about you?
Tired of not getting the truth when you watch the news?
Tired of trying to figure out what pronoun to use?
Tired of mob mentality when all you want to do is think for yourself and make up your own mind?
That's where we come in. This is Justin.
And Vince.
Your host of Inconclusive Breakdown.
We are a weekly anti-PC podcast bringing you entertainment and current event news without any spin.
If you want to truly stay informed on what's going on in the world, then give us a listen every Sunday, anywhere you get podcasts, at least till Zuckerberg and Twitter Jack deplatform us.
And as always, we're proud members of the Shining Wizards Network.
Tired of the PC police telling you what you can and cannot say? Want a show that travels back to the 80s and 90s, where the badass hosts have beaten down cancel culture on 3 separate occasions and carried on to gloat about it? Since 2013, The Midnight Jury is that show. Travel back to the malls and arcades, pop in your VHS, and join us where the 80s and 90s return from the dead. Conan, tell them where to find us.
WLWstudios.com, home of the Midnight Jury podcast hosted by Midnight Mike and Calvin Brody.
Also available on all major podcast platforms via the Shining Wizards Network, and join in the conversation on Twitter at Midnight Jury.
What's up, wrestling fans? You want something awesome? Check out Wrestling Night in Canada here on the Shining Wizards Network. We're 3 Canadian metalheads uniting for the love of pro wrestling. Every episode we go over all the latest news and special events with the odd unique interview as well. So grab a cold one and check out Wrestling Night in Canada, eh?
Are you tired of being uninformed? Together, we can change all of that. Experience a podcast like you've never heard before. You'll gain knowledge, have some laughs, because we believe this is the last AEW podcast you'll ever need. Join us every Wednesday night at 10:15 p.m. on rantemradio.com and Facebook Live. We can also be found on all major podcast forums as part of the Shining Wizards Network. So stop listening to inferior AEW podcasts and bring a new podcast into your life by joining us.
Join the Mark Order Podcast.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at MarkOrderPod and on Facebook.com/MarkOrderPod. Don't forget to tag us on social media and use hashtag #JoinTheMarkOrder, because if you don't find us,
we will find you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. My name is Thomas, and what's your name?
I'm Alan. Yeah. We're brothers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Forgot
The
that.
mother, same mother and father.
Your room was.
We share the room.
Shared a room.
We share the room.
Thought I knew your face.
Yeah,
I'm
we
so
go
weird.
way back, mate. Yeah.
We should do a podcast then.
We have.
We do a podcast.
We do a podcast.
What's it called?
The
Broadcast.
Yeah, that was planned.
Yeah. Well.
What do we do?
Well, we cover all different things in the world of pop culture. We're talking about comic books, we're talking about professional wrestling, and we're talking about movies. Go back and watch classic retro wrestling events, the likes of WWE, WCW, and if you do like that, you can check us out on Apple iTunes, also on Podbean, Anchor, and on Podknife. Also check us out on Twitter at The Broadcast. That's BROKAS. They nearly stuffed up the ending.
No, it's all right. Good on you.
Yeah. Instagram also at The Broadcast Podcast.
Yeah, but we don't spell it with a C. We spell it with a K.
Sorry, mate.
Take it easy.
Yes.
I didn't realize these guys burped in the end of the commercial.
They do it different there in Australia, right? Down under. We spell it with a K.
Hey, you're my brother, ain't you? All right.
Well, if you're my brother or my
I wonder if
sister,
they spell Kevin with a C down there.
there's only one way to find out.
Ooh.
But if you're my brother and sister out there and you want to support myself, Kevin and Tony, the Shining Wizards, go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Wizards Podcast. And for as little as $1 a month, you can support the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast. $3 a month is your best bet. You get 4 bonus episodes. The month of July is going to be a lot of fun. I think we're doing Victoria, In Your House Canadian Stampede, a crossword puzzle. and a watch along. So definitely check us out. Patreon.com/Wizards Podcast. We're going to thank those that support us. We're going to start with Brendan Haney, my man, Roll, Kerry Cowling, the Bergman, the LeBron James of Mattel Elite Figure Collecting, Matthew Birch, True Prince of Pro on the Twitter machine. David Henry Bauer III, his pal Antonio Hosserman, makes experimental music at harvestmanrecords.bandcamp.com. Michael Hammond, Thomas Cops, the Mott Spock. I'll be meeting Thomas at Ring of Honor this weekend. I'm very excited to meet the old Milwaukee Thomas Cops, the Mott Spock, whatever fucking name he's going by. I'm very excited to meet him. J Cop, Big Cop Pump from the Turnbuckle Throwbacks. Aren't they celebrating some kind of anniversary this week?
9th anniversary this Friday.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you're into, enjoy it. You know,
Wow, what a dick.
I don't know what. They don't fucking support us. Kenny Hossey, Scotch Drinks More. Mark Parloni, Mark, happy birthday. Christine Friesendorf, Matt Mellinger, Matt Garifo, no relationship to the KJG. Catherine Hensler at ondeckic.com. She's definitely starting her fans only, where you can get pictures of her feet, so check that out. Brett Simonello.
What do you hear? What do you say?
Ryan Schlong, the glue that holds together the Wednesday night show, because that is just falling apart. Sean Calejo. Sean Toe. Anthony and Danny Rusinello, the AOP of the SWP. Manny Crazzo, the king of the Shining Wizards. Kathy Hummer, the queen of the Shining Wizards. Big shout out to Ryan Arthur over at Elementary Brewery, elementary.com. Ryan's going to make us our own personal brew for next week.
Fuck yes.
When we get back in studio. So that should be super duper interesting. And of course, last but certainly not least, Mr. William Mercier Jr.
Lives are going to be in William Mercier's hands. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know, K Garf.
That's right.
Big Willie.
I actually just bought a figure off of our Patreon supporter, Kathy Hummer. Bought a AEW Kenny Omega Series 4.
Oh, look at you.
Matt, I've given up trying to find them in the wild. So they come my way at a good price. I'm taking all past guests, figure-wise. So got my Santana and Ortiz coming tomorrow, and I think Omega should be here on Wednesday.
You guys should do a separate podcast called Go Figure.
That's actually a really good idea.
We're looking to expand.
Well,
Matt can't handle Monday or Wednesday, so I don't want to ruin him.
Well,
Wednesday.
Matt's quitting Wednesday anyway, so you guys could probably do a Thursday, Go Figure.
Yeah, but didn't he do this before? Didn't he try to work us into the thing he was quitting before?
Yeah, but this one's real. This is a shoot.
No, it's not real. I am just literally like the Tasmanian devil Wednesday nights. I'm a fucking maniac when I get on the show.
You're a dick. Let's say what it is. You're a dick.
Here I am organized. I think I steer the ship. Poor Anthony has to steer the ship, and I am like a maniac. An absolute fucking, it's hysterical. It's a great listen. If you're into AEW, check out the Wednesday night show, Mark Order Podcast. I do it with Anthony and Kate, and the Ryan Schlong comes in with a little tip of the schlong.
Truth bomb. I am not into the AEW, and I still listen to the show, and it's fucking hilarious.
We have a lot of fun. It's just, I usually come in from work, and then it's late night, and we go for like 3 hours, which is fine, but 3 hours on Monday nights means we end at like almost 10 o'clock. 3 hours on Wednesday nights mean it's like 1:30 in the morning.
God damn, bro.
It's a great time, and they bust my balls. We bust each other's balls relentlessly. But seriously, if you're an AEW fan or a wrestling fan, just check it out. It's Wednesday nights. It's right after AEW. It's on the Rant, and it's on Facebook, facebook.com/MarkOrderPod. Make sure you're following us. We're having a good time over there talking AEW. We got a ton of shit. We don't have to cover everything. If you want to listen, if you want to talk AEW, tune in to Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank is shaping up.
Oh, fucking woohoo!
You know what I just realized doing these notes today?
You hate WWE?
No, Tony, this is gonna just bring so much joy to you.
What's that, Matt?
July 17th and 18th, Saturday and Sunday, Impact and WWE pay-per-view. You know what that means, buddy?
Double the picks, double your
sir.
fucking A, dude. I love this fucking business. Love it so much.
Matt, before we get into that, do you want to just touch on the whole Jim Ross thing?
I mean, we can. He called it WWE Dynamite at the end of the show.
Yeah. Tony, Matt probably talked about it on Wednesday. Tony, what is your take on Jim Ross and what should happen, not like anything will happen, but what were your thoughts on it when you heard it?
There's two things here. One, he made an honest mistake, but two, and we've been noticing this going back a few years when JR did Wrestle Kingdom. And I don't want to say JR doesn't care about wrestling anymore. I don't know if JR really gives a shit anymore. And it has nothing to do with not giving a shit about wrestling. I just think he's got zero fucks left to give. I mean, the guy spent 50 years having Vince McMahon yell in his ear all the time. So I think he's just at that point in his life.
No, see, well, all right. So I was not expecting you to have that take. I think Jim Ross cares just as much now as he ever did about wrestling. I think that's true. I think that's sincere. I think he loves it. I think he loves his job. I think he's having a blast in AEW. And I had two schools of thought on this, and Matt, I'd like to get your take on it as well. Obviously, the initial one is all right, get over it. It was a mistake. It happens. I'm sure Cody, I'm sure the Bucks don't give a fuck, whatever. Just let it go. It happens. But the timing could not have been worse for that kind of mistake to happen.
100%.
And if I'm like Tony Khan, or even if I'm someone at Turner, depending on how much they care, I'm like, you're gonna call our show the direct competition show. After that, I'm making a phone call just to see what's up. I'm not saying he's got to get fired. I'm not saying he's got to get even removed from commentary. But I'm making a phone call, bro, because that's it's your job. And I get it. Mistakes happen. It's wrestling. It's unlike any job you could ever have in your entire life. But if you make a mistake like that in any other line of work, that's a fireable offense. And I'm not saying he should be fired. He won't be fired. Go on and we'll forget about it in 2 weeks. I get it. But I'm at that time, I'm after you play that amazing video and you make that slip, come on, JR. Come on.
The thing is, it's real simple in that situation. It's Jim Ross. He's one of the people that, people look to and they ask who's the greatest announcer? Who's the greatest, match caller of all time? And it's hard to argue against Jim Ross just because he's called so many iconic matches.
Yeah. He's the GOAT. Let's tie it back. Let's put a bow on it. He's the GOAT.
I hate that fucking word, but I will agree with you in the sentiment. Anyway, the point is police yourself. If you have a hard time differentiating WWE and AEW in your mind, just call it Dynamite. Just call Kenny Omega the world champion. You don't have to say it, and let Tony Schiavone, whose fucking contribution is, that's right, JR, and that's right, Excalibur. Let him fucking pick up the slack. Fuck it. Yeah.
And JR says it in his podcast all the time when he's criticizing somebody. It's oh, this isn't a knock on him. This isn't a knock. This isn't a knock. This isn't a knock on JR. It's just how many weeks in a row can we go where he has to take to Twitter to either apologize for something or defend himself for not apologizing for something. Every week it seems to be a story with JR.
I also feel like JR is a heat magnet at this point in his career. I think a lot of people in AEW, even fans, especially fans, maybe don't want him calling the action. And it also doesn't help that he would post these fucking thirst pictures all the time and respond to people, be looking good so-and-so. And I'm oh, horny old JR, at it again. So I don't know. I agree. He shouldn't be fired, but definitely hey, JR, come on. We got to tighten this shit up a little bit,
Yeah, and I was talking to KTG about this.
You got to tighten it up.
I was talking to KTG about this. I'm go to give him a YouTube. Give him a YouTube show or something. Like, give him one of those shows. Like, don't put him on, because Excalibur and Tony Schiavone could definitely just do this job by themselves. Like, they're very good. Jim Ross he's been more good than bad, but it's always that one moment. Like, this was like the exclamation point on all, like, a series of one moments that really just kind of make you wonder. Like, it's okay, man. Like, people have to retire. People lose their spots. Like, athletes do it. It happens to everybody. But sometimes you just don't have it. It's not a knock.
It gets to my point where, like, maybe JR is just like, you know what? I made a mistake. Fuck it. Zero fucks left. Matt, what do you think?
We're live, pal. Honestly, I put it out on Twitter the other day. He worked for WWE for like 25 years.
Yep.
Right. And he made that same exact call for 52 weeks for 20 plus years, probably. I'm not defending it, but it's a mistake. I still call the WWE WWF.
Yeah, always will.
I saw you post that. That's not an apples to apples comparison.
It's Kevin's right. I mean, you're not the fucking guy.
I understand, but it's not the fucking be all end all. I do agree with you guys, though. I don't let him do the call letters. Either say we'll be back with Dynamite, or let Excalibur or Tony Schiavone just say
let Schiavone throw it around. Schiavone was great at that stuff.
But I don't disagree with you. Like, he's getting old. Like, to Kevin's point, he can't do it forever. Go do we having a lightning thing over there, Kevin? You okay?
Yeah, no, the one of the lights in the basement is flickering.
Is someone telling you to get off the stage?
Yeah, I'm getting a hook, like Atlantic City.
No, I don't disagree. I just don't. The problem is, it's very much like Howard Stern or any of the Conrad podcasts. People listen to him because they like him, or they listen to him because they hate him so much they want to pick him apart. And there's all the WWE fans who, for some ungodly reason, can't watch 2 wrestling shows. They just have to watch WWE. So when they see this, it's just easy to get on your fucking computer box and go type. Again, not a great look for AEW or Jim Ross. And back to your point, Kevin and Tony, he probably shouldn't be making the call. And I don't think you'll see him be making the call anymore. I think Jim Ross should probably stay off of Twitter. For an older fella, he probably doesn't need to be on the Twitter.
Yeah.
Especially with the way fans are fucking fickle about everything. And they're just probably just going to, and he, if you listen to his podcast, Red Ass JR gets so red ass all the time. I can't even imagine, right? I look at some of these people when they tweet shit, and then like I look at like the favorites and the likes and the retweets, and they're in the thousands. I hope Homeboy has his notifications off.
I wonder how that works.
Could you imagine his mentions? He probably gets a fucking million mentions, and he knows the minute he says that. Unfortunately, it's this day and age where his mind would not go to, I just fucked up. It's, I got to deal with the fucking Twitter trolls now.
Yeah.
God damn, I gotta go fucking Twitter. I can't just go put my balls in my barbecue sauce. Sassafras.
The funny thing is,
who barbecues meatballs anyway?
I was thinking about Blade Braxton again the other day when this all came up, and it was like he was doing Angry Jim Ross before Angry Jim Ross became a thing on WrestleCrap Radio, and every fucking thing that he did, it's 100% JR in 2021. 100%. Except he would always end his conversations with "go fuck yourself" and then hang up. JR hasn't gotten to that point yet, but JR is ready for a few GFYs. It's getting there.
Not that we know.
Yeah. I mean, if at the very least, just let Tony Schiavone talk more than you. Like, is that okay? Is that too much to ask? Or like even just come out for like when Jericho does commentary, it's a big deal. And Nate actually made this point to me. Like, bring JR when it's important. Like when it's a match with somebody he knows a lot about and he can talk to it, like a big match. Like when Jericho comes and does commentary, it's awesome. It's a big deal. Make that like a JR thing and let him come in and bring his insights into it at a match with like Chris Jericho or a match with, Omega or something like that. Like, I just don't.
Get rid of Excalibur. Let Tony Schiavone do the play-by-play, and let Jim Ross do color.
Nah, Excalibur's good, man.
I can take.
Excalibur's good.
I
I think
take-
Excalibur and Tony Schiavone, dude. Put Jim Ross with like the Big Show on one of the. No, I'm telling you, man, because they know each other so well. They've known each other forever. Tell me the chemistry between them on like one of the 18 YouTube shows they have wouldn't be good.
Put Big Show and Mark Henry together. I want to hear.
You can't because they couldn't fit at the table.
Oh, wow, Kevin making fat jokes.
Not making fat jokes. They're huge. It's the Big Show and Mark Henry. The two largest men we've ever seen in wrestling.
All right, you're not gonna get hot about it. Jeez.
I'm hot.
All right, Jim Ross is done.
He doesn't want them to I say, I'll sit on you.
What are you, Mr. Klemp or Michael Klemp from The Office?
Tony, you put in a text message today. Don't forget to talk about Zelina.
She's back.
Yes.
Great.
That was it.
Here's what I don't understand. Like, she's a proponent. She's like, we need unions. I'm pissed off that you didn't let me keep my Twitch channel or whatever it was that she does, and fine. So she got released. Like, she asked for her release. I don't remember how that all went down. But then she came back. Huh? So
she was released.
WWE machine.
She got released.
Okay, but she was mad at them because she couldn't do her Twitch. And then she's mad because they're not unionized. But now she's back and she can't have her Twitch and there's no union. So, like, is she a little hypocritical here for going
We
back?
don't know that she can't have her Twitch yet.
I'm assuming because nobody else can. And it's Zelina Vega. It's not like it's like fucking Trish Stratus coming back. You know what I'm saying? So is she coming back?
I think a lot of what happened with them was they made a lot of these cuts really hastily without consulting like everybody. Apparently, like it was just like Nick Khan, his references, and then people like Triple H or other people in the company realized, like, the same thing happened with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe came back.
Well, yeah, Samoa Joe's the
Like,
big one.
it was like, we should not have done this for these people. And so that's why I think from what I read today, Zelina Vega and WWE made some sort of, they each gave a little bit in the negotiations and they worked to a deal that made Zelina Vega happy and she came back. Right, Matt?
And taken to just keep this in mind now. In November, we were still full-blown lockdown pandemic mode, and these people weren't out on the road. And I don't know what bearings that had on their contract, or if, live gates obviously affect their pay, right? And all these people were using these other outlets. I think and I've never been on Twitch once in my life, so I apologize if I speak out of turn, but I'm pretty sure there is a tip mode on Twitch, right?
Yeah. Or like you subscribe and you have to pay. It's like a subscription, just like anything else.
Right.
And bits, and there's all kinds of shit.
Yeah. And she's a goddamn smoke show, and you know how creepy wrestling fans are. So I'm sure she was making good bank on her Twitch, which was probably helping offset the fact that she wasn't out on the road all the time. Yeah, I don't know if she's hypocritical. I just think times have changed, and maybe she came to the realization that this isn't the hill she wants to die on, especially when things are opening up. WWE's going back out on the road. Money in the Bank will be in 2 weeks, and that'll be the first live pay-per-view since Elimination Chamber in Philadelphia. So I don't know if she's hypocritical. I just think, she decided she got released, and allegedly it was tied to the fact that she didn't want to get rid of her Twitch channel. And I guess the sides decided on something, as Kevin said.
Yeah.
I see no problem with it.
Yeah. And this is going to be a completely different role for her because Andrade is no longer there. She's going to be a wrestler. She wrestled on SmackDown, lost, but wasn't a complete, bring you back to bury you sort of thing. So I wouldn't be shocked if she wins the women's Money in the Bank. I think maybe Liv Morgan might have claim to that.
I think she got eliminated from.
No, she's in it.
I thought she lost a match to somebody.
I don't think that was a qualifier.
It was not a qualifier. Sonya
Deville was. I think she's still in it. Yeah.
Sonya Deville put her in, And then Liv Morgan came out and said she had to beat Carmella to get in. And she said, why does she get to get in automatically? And then Sonya Deville made the match between the two, and Liv eventually rolled up Vega. But Vega is in the women's Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
So I wouldn't be shy. I feel like it's going to be one of them too, because they've been really kind of rolling with Liv Morgan. So it could be one of them. We'll see.
At the end of the day, it won't make me put on SmackDown, so I don't give a shit.
Fair point.
Did I watch SmackDown? No, I checked in and out just like I did with every show this week, other than Impact, which I actually fully watched. But I'm telling you, SmackDown's not the worst show in the world.
No, but it's a Friday night, and if I'm home on a Friday night at 8:00, I'm not watching fucking wrestling. I'll tell you that. I'll be in the backyard getting shit-faced, trying not to fall into the fire.
I got invited to SmackDown and Raw in the Thunderdome, and
I've been getting fucking invited too. You know what I do? Delete.
Yeah, I delete them too. I don't know why you just stranged out on delete. I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't. Delete. All right, so this is what Money in the Bank looks like right now, guys.
Oh boy,
give it to me, baby.
Roman Reigns and Edge.
Great.
Right? Bobby Lashley, Kofi Kingston.
Of course.
Friday night it was announced women's SmackDown Championship match. Bianca Belair in defense against Bayley in an I Quit match.
Oh boy, as if Hell in a Cell wasn't the be all end all. Now we get an I Quit match.
Well, Rhea Ripley will defend her Raw Women's title against Charlotte. And this is what our women's Money in the Bank looks like. There's still 2 spots remaining, but these are our participants right now: Asuka, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, Carmella, Zelina Vega.
Oh, Alexa Bliss is in it. She might win.
Shut up, Alexa. Shut up.
Alexa.
Your men's Money in the Bank: Ricochet, Johnny Morrison, Riddle, Drew McIntyre, Big E, Kevin Owens. And we have 2 qualifying matches tonight: Shinsuke Nakamura against Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins versus Cesaro.
Wait, Shinsuke and Baron is SmackDown? So that's
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes.
It's actually King Shike because he's the king.
Next Friday's SmackDown. I'm sorry. So this Friday SmackDown.
My name is Eric Boo.
Yo, I'm going to make a bold prediction right now.
Oh boy.
Depending on how this Roman Reigns storyline goes.
Uh-oh.
Shinsuke Nakamura will be world champion again by this time next year.
Again?
Or for the first time.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. First time.
Yes.
Real quick, just want to go through this. NXT's Great American Bash is taking place Tuesday night. Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. MSK defends the tag titles against Tommaso Ciampa, Timothy Thatcher. Candice LeRae and Indy Hardwell defend the women's titles against Io Shirai and Zoe Stark. And LA Knight defends his $1 million championship against Cameron Grimes. We also have a new NXT North American champion in Shane Strickland as he beat Bronson Reed. Also, Tony's... I'm sorry?
You know what that means?
He's going up.
That's it.
Tony, did you see your girl get knocked the fuck out?
Yes.
Scary shit.
Yes, very. And the referee stopped it and got her help.
Is she okay?
She's a little concussed. I don't think anything came of it other than the concussion.
She went to the hospital, but I don't think anything else came out of it. She went to the hospital to get checked up on. Let's go hot button issue, boys. WWE Peacock finished their top 50 greatest WWE tag teams.
Let's do it. Run them by us.
I see a lot of eyes rolled. I'll go from 10 to 1.
All right.
10.
You might have to go. You might have to start with 11.
I don't have 11 on my sheets. So
well,
10,
I think 11 was like Demolition was 11.
Probably. 10 is the British Bulldogs. 9 is Kane and the Undertaker.
Wait. Kevin, Demolition was number 11, by the way. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Number 8 is the New Age Outlaws. Number 7 is the Usos. 6, the Legion of Doom. 5, the Dudley Boys. 4, Edge and Christian. 3, the Hart Foundation. 2, the Hardy Boys. 1, the New Day.
I got no problem with the New Day being number 1.
I don't understand how the Legion of Doom makes the top 10.
I agree with you.
I don't
understand how Bulldogs make the top 10. to be
I
honest.
I don't get that one either, but
And
that's a little more understandable.
as
maybe?
much as I love the Hart Foundation, they're not number 3.
I'd
They're
put them
not.
top 10, but they're not number 3.
They're not. The Dudleys are better. Edge and Christian are better. I
Nope.
could say that the New Age Outlaws are better.
What are you basing that on?
Number of reigns.
Oh yeah, New Age Outlaws. I would see them as a top 5 team, 100%. Definitely top 10. They deserve to be in the top 10. 100%. Legion of Doom does not belong in the top 10.
Number of reigns, length of reigns.
You put the Steiner brothers at 17 and Legion of Doom is in the top 10. Come on.
Legion of Doom's better than the Steiners in WWE.
But not top 10 worthy.
I think LOD is top 10.
Not based on WWE alone.
I think so. But then, well, why aren't the Nasty Boys should be top 10 then too?
I think you have a better argument with the Nasty Boys versus the Legion of Doom based on their WWF run.
Yes. The Nasty Boys should be there.
The Nasty Boys were number 41.
That's ridiculous. If LOD is 6 in WWE and the Nasty Boys are 41, that's absurd. Tony, where was Money Inc. on this list?
I am looking. Money Inc. is number 36.
All right.
Ranked below Jericho, which was number 35.
All right. So I don't like the makeshift teams being on there. Kane and Undertaker, I'll let slide, but
the Mega Powers are on here. The Rock and
They shouldn't
Sock
be on
Connection
there.
are on the list.
Rock and Sock could be on there. They won the belts. I'll give them that.
Team Hell No, but they also won the belts.
Yeah.
Jericho's on here. They won the belts.
All right. I'll you know what? I'll give them Jericho.
Yeah, but still, Mega Powers is number 13, and they were in existence for less than a year, and then won champion.
Never won the belts. Yeah.
The Bushwhackers are number 50. They never won titles.
I'll give them a slide at number 50 just because of who they were and what they've.
Kev, do you agree with the Rockers at number 14? They never won WWE Gold.
I think they just get that spot because Shawn Michaels was in the fucking tag team.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's 100% right. But a 14 spot, we look at it through so many different lenses. Like the LOD, we could look at through all in the Hart Foundation. I feel like as much as I love the Hart Foundation, we look at them through these rose-colored glasses. They didn't have a better career than the Dudleys or Edge and Christian or the Hardys.
But the Hart Foundation did have longevity. They got back together, won more gold later on.
Yeah, they had 2 runs.
I don't mind. Top 10, you can make an argument. Top 3, I got to go against John.
Oh no, they're definitely top 10. They're not the 3rd greatest tag team in WWE history. No chance.
What is your argument on the New Day? Do they deserve the number 1 spot?
Yeah, I don't hate that they're there. I think they've done enough to earn it.
Yeah, you can make that argument. It's an argument I'm not 100% sold on, but them being there, I'm sort of okay with it.
But now here's the thing. There's 3 of them.
Yeah, and it's all 3 of them. Just like Demolition is listed as all 3 members on this list.
Yeah, because they did have the belts when Crush did come in.
Just like Undisputed Era is listed as all 4 members, which doesn't make sense because I don't remember Adam Cole ever winning tag team titles.
I think he did defend it. I think he did with
If he has a defense, then that's fair. Because
I think he did. I think he defended once with Kyle O'Reilly or something.
All right, if you want to go Freebird rules, if he never actually won it but defended it,
I could be wrong about that, by the way.
Fair. I mean,
now let me ask you a question just to circle back to this. When you say reigns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roman,
you're just saying the amount of times they've won the title. Because when you look at things, like Dudley Boys have been champs 8 times, but they've combined reign. None of the reigns have been over 50 days.
Doesn't matter. It's the wins.
It's not just the wins. Like when you think Attitude Era tag team wrestling, it's Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, Dudley Boys. Like those were the teams.
I mean, combined days definitely matter. And I think it's like an algorithm that you just have to plug into each other. I think the amount of wins matters. And I also think the length of the reigns matter. But I don't think you discount either one as being more important than the other. Maybe length is probably more important, but I still think the amount of wins are important. That's why Ric Flair is still coveted as like the greatest world champion of all time. Even though he's lost the belt just as many times as he's won it, he's still considered the best ever.
So when like you look, and Tony, did Adonis and Murdoch make the list by any chance?
Let me look.
The East-West connection.
Yeah, but it would have been Adonis and Murdoch. I do not see them on the list.
Oh, that was Ventura and Murdoch. And Ventura and Adonis.
Bulldog's
North-South connection was with was Adonis and Murdoch.
Yeah. Bulldogs only held the title once, but they had it for almost 300 days, which when you put them in the list, just to give a perspective of the amount of days held, it's the 10th highest.
Well, let me ask you this, Matt. Where were Paul London and Brian Kendrick on this list?
Paul London and Brian Kendrick, number 39. Number 39.
They should be in the top 10.
What? Oh, based on timing? Yeah, if you're going to base it on that, sure.
Yeah. I think they should be in the top 10 regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really long title reign. Probably, I think it was the longest since Demolition, I think.
No, because the New Day passed it.
I think.
Well, no, but that, of course, because they were after that. But at the time, they were the longest reigning since Demolition, I think.
London, yeah, they were 331 or 334. It's two different numbers here. Wow, that's a long reign for them.
Dude, they were so good. And granted, the tag team division wasn't at its best then, but they were so good. You had William Regal and like David Taylor. You had Eminem. You had, Deuce and Domino, whatever.
Yeah, but you look at Edge Christian, Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys. I argue that time for tag team wrestling was probably the best in WWE history.
I'd argue that probably since
you have so many other teams that were involved in that era,
probably since like 87, 88, 89, probably the best since then. Because you got to remember, back then you could fill 2 Survivor Series teams with tag teams.
Yeah, and they weren't slouches either. Those teams were pretty good. I don't have any qualms with the list. I think I'm with you guys. I would definitely bump the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, I still don't understand how there's number 6.
I don't think Heart Foundation's number 3.
I don't know. The demolition thing is just a spite thing by the WWE, right?
Probably.
And how about Undertaker and Kane top 10?
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it either.
I don't like it, but it's like we talked about before. It's not the hill I'm gonna die on.
I mean,
no, but they're the fucking Brothers of Destruction. Like, they're 2 massive hulking dudes.
Yeah, they're
who, to your point, Kevin, were just singles guys that they threw together and they made a tag team.
That's why the Mega Power shouldn't even be on the list at all.
I mean, like, you look at the Wild Samoans, 3-time tag team champions, monsters in their own right. They're at number 15. I could easily see them being bumped up close to the top 10, if not in the top 10.
I think it's a lot of recency bias and a lot of rosy glasses that people don't want to see through. Like, you know what I mean?
Like Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik, number 26.
Oh, God, they shouldn't be on the list.
I mean, you could argue they should be on the list. I mean, WrestleMania 1,
WrestleMania 2.
But after that.
Right. Would you be mad if you switch them and the Nasty Boys just based on position?
I would take either one of them in either spot. I
don't know if I'd put Nikolai and the Sheik that low, but I could see that argument. I would put the Nasty Boys in this.
I would have to see. I mean, I totally read the whole list. I would have to just see it again. But I mean, I'm not gonna argue 41 and 29. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like the top 10 is just a little bizarre. New Day, I give them number 1, no problem with that.
But Kev, Batista and Ric Flair, number 43.
No, get them out. Get them out right now. Tony, kick them out.
Done.
Get them out.
They're out.
They're done. They're out of the list. We did a whole tournament on this. They weren't even included in our top 64.
100%. I don't.
Ring of Honor is best in the world is pretty much shaped up. We're gonna have to make picks on this. I don't know when you guys want to do this, but this is what the card looks like. Hour 1, Flamita against Rayoris. PCO and Danhausen against the Bouncers.
Matt.
Ring of Honor 6-man tag titles are on the line. Shane Taylor Promotions, Shane Taylor, Moses, and Khan defend against the unlikely trio of Dalton Castle, Eli Isom, and Dak Draper. Last man standing, Josh Wood, Silas Young. EC3, Flip Gordon. Brody King, Jay Lethal. Pure Championship, Gresham defends against Mike Bennett. TV Championship, Tony Deppen defends against Dragon Lee. Roosh defends the world title against Bandito. Plus, I think we might get a tag title match that involves Dickinson and Homicide against Rhett and Tracy Williams. But I'll wait and see them announce.
Am I the only one that's not on the Danhausen bandwagon?
You like Danhausen?
I'm not a big fan. Hausen.
He's very evil. Tony, any thoughts on Danhausen?
I kind of dig him. I kind of dig the shtick. He doesn't take himself seriously, which I like. He's made it clear that he does this as a gimmick just to try to make money in pro wrestling, which I
okay. Well, then you know what? I changed my tune. And then yes, I like him.
It's very nice, very evil.
That's it.
I'm fucking so excited for this weekend. You have no idea.
You should be.
No idea. Feel free to use it my Ring of Honor login stuff. I won't be watching. I'll be there live. So.
Ooh, I hope you act like a dick and we see you on TV. That'd be awesome.
I was all over the Ring of Honor fucking the free enterprise right in the front row with my Shining Wizards t-shirt.
Is that when LSG said, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Yeah, after I yelled at him for getting on the top rope in a battle royal.
What else we got?
Impact's gonna have fans at their next set of tapings right after Slammiversary.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
That's right.
New Japan announced their first match for the USA tour on August 14th. It'll be Jay White against David Finlay.
You know what we say, Kevin? Fuck.
What?
Fuck him. Fuck Jay White. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him.
I don't say that. You say that.
FJW. Fuck Jay White. Put it on a t-shirt.
Also this weekend, New Japan Pro Wrestling is going to have Summer Struggle. With the main event of night one being El Desperado defending the junior heavyweight title against Taji Ishimori. And the main event of night two is Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. defending against Naito and Sonata, the IWGP heavyweight tag team titles. The main event for Wrestle Grand Slam at July 25th will be Shingo defending his IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against Kota Ibushi.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is Shingo pissed off that it's like the world championship now? Is he one of these guys that wants to split the belts up, or he doesn't give a fuck?
I have not heard if he is upset or not, but I will follow up with that next week. Just remind me.
All right, I mean, no big deal, because I know all these other assholes like fucking Okada was like, yeah, history. You fucking lost anyway, dick. Shut up.
Matt, do you know what Nakanishi's name in WCW was?
Nakanishi.
Kurosawa.
Wow.
Fucking Tony.
Did I get it right?
Yeah, of course you got it right, idiot. What was the question? I didn't say Tony. What was his name? I said Matt. What was his name?
Boosh.
We will be back in studio next week, right?
Yep.
Oh, baby.
And we'll be back on the Zoom the week after because your kitchen's getting ripped apart, right?
We will, yeah, because the basement's probably becoming our kitchen. So
I imagine Zoom will still be a part of our future.
Well, someone will be part of our future July 19th at 9 p.m.
Who's that?
You see him on NWA Powerrr. Tony does not like his gear.
Ooh.
Is this breaking?
This is breaking. This just happened.
Oh, shit.
Tony, who do you say always needs to get new gear?
Oh, no fucking way. The Slice Man?
Slice Man.
Slice Bugs?
Slice Boogie, baby.
Slice Boogie, July 19th, joining the Shining Wizards on the Zoom. Obviously, next week we are back in studio, so we will not have any guests. Before we get into games and lists and all this fun stuff, we have to talk about the Patriot Del Wilkes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I hate to bring it up. I know it's always a bummer when somebody we grew up watching and somebody who's done the show passes away. Unfortunately, Del had a heart attack, and we lost him, Thursday? Friday? Kevin sent a text message, and I was like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, 59 years old. That's a fucking big, it's a shock. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
What else can we say?
I don't know. he was a very outspoken guy in terms of what he believed in and stuff like that. So I never wanted to make it about that. He was just, to us and maybe to you, Matt, more than me, and like just such a good dude, man. Like just like a generous dude, gave us time, sent us pictures, told us stories. And what his story led to us talking to Taz, and then Taz talking about that. Like
it's so funny. We ate our shirts in our deal with Taz, but something positive came out of it. We got the Del Wilkes,
and it's because of Del. You're right.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, again, just couldn't have been nicer to us. And I'm sure he was the same way with all his fans when he did conventions and things like that.
It's such a bummer too. Like I got to meet him a few years ago when I went to go see my favorite wrestler Bruno, which I know Matt loves that story, and he was there. Got some pictures with him, and just always gracious with us, always friendly with us. Got awesome pictures of him wearing the Shining Wizard shirt, which was cool as hell. Got a great liner from him, which we opened the show with today, and yeah, it's tough, man, because like I was friends with him on Facebook. You know, he's got pictures with his grandkids and whatnot. He was just enjoying his life, working at a car dealership now. Like he found good shit outside of wrestling after his career was over. It's just a bummer, man. 59 years old. That's fucking super young.
Yeah. Sad.
Rest in peace, Del. We're gonna miss you, buddy.
Watch some Del Wilkes stuff from the Attitude Era when he came in.
And get the documentary, which I have an autographed copy on the shelf back here too. It's definitely,
dude. I remember when he showed up, like his debut in WWE was like as cold a debut as you can get. He literally just walked on the stage next to like Ken Shamrock, Stone Cold, I think, or Sid or something like that, to combat the Hart Foundation. Literally just walked on the stage, never being seen before by the WWE audience. And he got over, man, like from global to All Japan to AWA as the Trooper. I think he was called, I think. Could be wrong about that, but I think he was known as the Trooper. Yeah. And then WCW Stars and Stripes with Bagwell. Like I remember him the most in his feud in global with the Dark Patriot, which ended up being Eddie Gilbert, I think.
Yep.
Oh, I thought the Dark Patriot was Doug.
Oh, could have been Doug. Right. It could have been Doug. 100% could have been Doug. I just remember Gilbert being involved in it, but I just remember him from global. And then, of course, his stuff in WWE against Brett, and like the flag on a pole match at that In Your House. I think it was Ground Zero. I could be wrong about that too. Just spitting shit out. But God, R.I.P. Del.
I think you're right about Ground Zero too. The flag match.
I think it was because I think Vader was all. That might have been like. I think Vader was involved in something there too. I don't know. Anyway, that's a very, very tragic loss for us and his family. So we send our condolences to his family, his friends, and his fans.
All right.
Oh, baby.
Where do you want to go from here, gentlemen? Do we want to do a list or games first?
Oh, let's do a list, baby. It's NWO week. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the eve of the formation of the NWO in 1996 Bash at the Beach. So my list today is very NWO centric. It is my personal. So you got to get inside my head. It's not the 5 best. It's my 5 favorites NWO moments of all time.
Moments. Ooh.
Moments, not matches. Incidents. Could be anything. It's all encompassing. And I'm talking all versions of the NWO. Nothing is off limits.
Can I start? Even that garbage WWE NWO?
Matt, I will save you the trouble. There is not one moment from the WWE NWO on this list.
Can I start?
Yes.
Stevie Ray becomes the leader of the NWO.
Oh, God, get the Tony. Matt, mute him, please.
What?
I don't have the power to mute him.
What? You said that was your favorite thing ever.
That was pretty good. I think I just said it to humor Booker Stevie Ray.
Oh, well, thanks. You fucking lied to me for 6 years.
That's right.
Whew.
By the way, our guest tonight, top 5.
Oh,
Of
Trish was
course.
the bomb.
That's why I didn't even ask.
All right, let's see. Top 5 Kevin NWO moments. And this involves all NWO members.
And I will preface that one of them, I believe, is prior. No, I think they were NWO at this point. Yeah. So yeah, all and go ahead, Matt, with your question.
Okay, so would it be like DDP dressing up as La Parka and diamond cutting Randy Savage?
Okay. Great point. I'm glad that you brought that up. No. And this is when the NWO was like on the top. It's not like they're never on the bottom in this list.
Okay.
That's another whole list, by the way, in itself.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be tougher than I thought for you guys.
I mean, the formation of the NWO at Bash at the Beach.
Matt, that is number 3.
All right.
Believe it or not, Hogan as the third man is number 3 on the list. And everyone was like, well, how is that not number 1? But because it's the formation. So it's an NWO moment, but it's the very, very beginning. And I hope that the one that I picked as number 1 is actually, I'm pretty sure they were already NWO. I looked it up. We're good.
T-Donk, I volley to you. Volley!
Again,
sir.
All incarnations are acceptable in this list. Oh my God, Matt, just go.
No. I want thinking. Tony's thinking.
Thinking.
Hogan beating the Giant to become the world champion.
Thought about it. Not in the list, but I will tell you, one of the people that you named is involved in the list.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Can I get the fake Sting at Fall Brawl 96?
You can't.
Dang. All right.
Tony, this is in my head. This is like what I love.
Is it the introduction of Ted DiBiase as a member of the
No, it's not. Yeah, this is gonna be tougher than I thought. All right. So I mentioned someone being involved in Tony's last guess.
Tony's had one fucking guess.
No, I said what he guessed. One of them is in the list as his time to shine. It's a pretty awesome moment.
He's thinking. I don't want to
Come on, think of the 2 participants in the match. One of them is obviously not Hogan, so it's the other one.
Is it you said on top, right?
Yeah.
It's not the Giant beating Hogan, is it?
No.
Is it him joining the NWO?
Matt, it is the Giant joining the NWO. It was such an awesome moment, man. Everyone, the Dungeon of Doom is fighting. The Horsemen are there. The Giant comes in. They think he's going to just join the Dungeons fight. Nope. He choke slams Ming. He choke slams the Barbarian. And then he cuts a ridiculous promo at the stage that takes forever. And then they keep fighting and he slips on the stairs. And it's incredible. So that is number 2 on my list. The Giant joining the NWO.
Kevin Nash tossing Rey Mysterio into the trailer.
Tony, I'm going to give you that because that's a part of the entire moment of when Kevin Nash and Scott Hall completely destroy the roster outside at MGM Studios, and Ric Flair and Sting get in an ambulance at the same time when Arn Anderson and Bagwell are in there. Tony, that is number 1, baby. Woo-hoo! Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Scotty Riggs gets hit with a freaking fire extinguisher or a garbage can, like a lawn dart, Zbyszko says. That is number 1, Tony.
So we're only missing 2.
No, you're missing 3.
No,
Nope, 2. 5 and 4.
5 and 4. The formation of NWO Wolfpack.
It's so funny. Like, you have it written the exact way I said it, except for Wolfpack. So no, the Wolfpack is not on there, but formation of NWO is on there, but just not Wolfpack.
So what number was that?
Is it red and black?
That's Wolfpack.
NW-
There's 2 formations on here. How about that? Throw that out there.
NWO Hollywood?
No.
Thing? NWO Black and White?
No.
NWO B Team?
No.
NWO Elite?
Matthew. I don't think I can give this to you.
There's an NWO Elite? What the?
I don't think I can give this to you.
What, the
Though.
fucking Young Bucks in it?
I need it by name, Matt. I need it by like what it's known for.
What is it known for?
Like what the actual incident that led to that formation is known for.
The finger poke of doom?
Yes, the finger poke of doom comes in at number 4, where we form the NWO Elite with Lex Luger, Scott Steiner, Scott Hall, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, buffest of Bagwells. That is number 4. I loved it. Everyone says that it led to the death of WCW. I disagree. I thought it led to the triumph of WCW. All right, number 5, boys.
Tony, we got one more. What do you got over? You got to have something over there, buddy.
Eric Bischoff calling out Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
That's a great one, but no.
Eric Bischoff joining the NWO.
That's a great one, but no.
Ooh.
Come on, boys. All incarnations.
Is it a debut?
It's not a debut. Get in my head, boys. Get in my head. It's not the best. It's just what I loved.
The liver spot promo.
What's that, Tony?
The liver spot promo.
Oh, no, that's a good one too, but no.
Is it Brett joining the NWO?
He didn't necessarily join, Matt.
He got beat in. What? He was hoodwinked into going to WCW and becoming a member of the
No, all right. You're close, but you're not in the right era, so I can't give it to you.
Scott Steiner joining the NWO?
Nope.
Fuck.
Come on, boys. All incarnations are included.
The formation of the LWO?
Ooh, no. That would be a nice little curveball, though.
NWO 2000?
Tony, where's the bell? The NWO 2000 being formed with Bret Hart, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and by God, JEFFJARRE double T. The NWO 2000, by far the most underrated NWO of all time. And if there were no injuries, that could have been Dynamite.
Wow.
So there's the list, boys. Number 5, NWO 2000 being started. Number 4, the finger poke of doom forming the NWO Elite, which still led to the rest of the NWO still being around. Hogan being the 3rd man starting the NWO. The Giant joining the NWO. The Giant joining the NWO. And then number 1, the Lawn Dart. Kevin Nash, Scott Hall destroying the backstage scene in WCW on Nitro. Boom. Happy NWO week, everybody.
There you go. I like it.
So do I. And if you're going to watch anything this week on the Peacock, definitely watch that Bash at the Beach match because it's still awesome. Everything about it is awesome. Even with Heenan saying, yeah, but what side is he on? Just because if you were watching wrestling and you know Bobby Heenan's hate for Hulk Hogan, he always assumed Hogan was up to no good. I don't think it takes away anything from it. I love it. I watched that fucking promo after the match with Mean Gene too. Brother.
I watched the Nitro after, and Sting cut the best promo I've ever seen Sting cut ever. He's like, no, Hogan, you stick it. You stick it, Hogan.
Stick it up your ass, Hogan.
Brother.
I talk doing games.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for this week's edition of Can You Beat That? No, it's not funny. Come on now. Give me some applause, people. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, enough of that nonsense. We're running out of time. We don't have time for the people to cheer because we know it's going to be great anyway. Folks, your returning champion, Kevin, who defeated Matt last week 2-1. Matt returning to try to get a little bit of comeuppance. Boys, are we ready to play? Can you beat that?
Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
I don't know why this isn't lower. There we go. All right. So since Kevin won last week, I'm going to give Matt. Matt is praying. He's hoping he gets a good question. Going to give Matt the volley for this first one. Matt, got one question for you. Both questions have 6 possible answers. One is called football in. One is called football out. Your choice.
Let's do football in.
Football in. 6 possible answers. Matt, at WrestleMania 2 at the Rosemont Horizon, there was a battle royal consisting of 6 of the NFL's finest against 14 of the WWF's greatest superstars, including one of my favorites of all time, Mr. Bruno Sammartino. Matt, how many of the NFL players of the time that were in the WrestleMania 2 Battle Royal can you name?
I have 4.
Kevin, Matt has 4. The question to you, sir, is can you beat that?
Yeah. How many? You said 6?
6.
I can do all 6.
Kevin, Matt is going to Kevin says he's going to run the table. Excuse me. Kevin, at the WrestleMania 2 Battle Royal, there were 6 members of the NFL that participated as part of the 20 men in the field. You
All right.
6. Whenever you're ready.
Refrigerator Perry.
William Perry, that's 1.
Bill Fralick.
Bill Fralick, that's 2.
Russ Francis.
Russ Francis is 3.
Jimbo Covert.
Jimbo Covert is 4.
Harvey Martin.
Harvey Martin is 5. Kevin, you have 1 more to go.
Ernie Holmes.
Kevin Garifo runs the goddamn table. 6 of 6, 1 point. KJG.
Literally watched it yesterday.
Impressive, dude. Very impressive. Congratulations. Holy fucking shitballs, dude.
Nice. Good polls.
Kevin, the question to you for your second point, if you can pull this off. WrestleMania 11, where Lawrence Taylor wrestled Bam Bam Bigelow. He had 6 NFL stars as his seconds to combat the $1 Million Corporation. How many of the 6 can you name?
Oh, Mamma Mia. I wish I watched this yesterday. I can name 2 right now.
Kevin, Kevin came in with a surprisingly low number, 2 for this question.
I have to think about this one for a little bit.
That's okay. So Matt, Kevin says 2. The question to you is, can you beat that?
Hold on. Nelly, come on, man. You got to
Nelly,
get
stop fucking around, for God's sakes. Hit her with PCO. She'll never come back.
All right, 11. Hold on.
The current number is 2. Kevin says
I gotta go 6.
Wow, Kevin, tete-a-tete. Matt says he can run the table with this one. Matt, 6 wrestlers, 6 NFL players. Second in Lawrence Taylor in his match against Bam Bam Bigelow, the leaders, and the $1 Million Corporation.
Could have gone 3 right now, actually, but doesn't matter. He's going
Matt,
6.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, Mongo.
Steve McMichael is 1.
Ken Norton Jr.
Yeah.
Makes 2.
Reggie White.
Yeah.
Reggie White is 3.
That's where I would have tapped out.
Carl Banks.
Carl Banks is 4.
Ooh, good pull.
Chris Spielman.
Chris Spielman is 5. There's 1 left.
I can fucking see him. He played for the Saints. God damn it.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Come on, Matt. You got this. I feel like you got this.
Kev, what was Lawrence Taylor's theme music?
Was it
Oh no, it was what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
Sorry, Matt, you ready?
Ricky Jackson?
Holy fucking shitballs! We got 2 table runs tonight.
Attaboy.
But he
The fact
played
that
for
he
the
got the
Saints,
ones in
right?
the 90s and I got the ones in the 80s are ridiculous.
He played for the Saints, right?
I don't know.
You were absolutely right.
I would have probably tapped out after Ken Norton Jr. All right, we're tied.
The final question, and I guess we'll give this to Matt for the tiebreaker.
I mean, Kevin won last week, so if he wants to go first.
All right, if you want to defer to Kevin, you have that option.
What's the category?
Champion's advantage, no?
No, I mean, look, it's your choice because you're coming in as the challenger. But if you want to give it to Kevin, then that's your option.
Nah, champion's advantage, I think.
Let's see.
I mean, I could always choose to defer. So,
Kevin, this question has 12 possible answers.
oh God, Mamma Mia.
The category is Hall of Celebrity. Kevin, in the history of the WWE Hall of Fame, 12 celebrities have been inducted. How many of the 12 can you name?
See, I don't want to. This is gonna be tough because if I guess low, Matt's gonna probably run the table.
These are inductees into the celebrity wing.
I think I could do. Now, does it say when the official celebrity wing started, or no? Is that not a question I can ask? I can ask.
I can tell you that the earliest inductee as a celebrity was 2004.
Oh, mama!
Give you that. That's about all.
All right, I'm gonna shoot. No, if I shoot for 12 and I get it wrong, I'm done, right?
Yeah, of course. That's the way it works.
Just fine print.
Something
I'll go with 8.
Matt, Kevin says he can name 8 of the 12. Question to you is, can you beat that?
I can go 9.
Ooh, Kev, Matt didn't go for the Monty just like you thought he would. He went for 9. So the question to you, sir, is
I'm trying to write the ones that I know that I have before I forget them.
Well, that's a good strategy, of course. We are at 9. Matt says
I'll go
9 of.
I mean, he's gonna end up getting there.
Well, maybe the sooner you give us a response, the more pressure you'll put on him. But we're at 9.
We're at 9. I'll go 10.
Matt, Kevin's up to 10. Question to you, sir. Your eyebrow looks so weird, mushing on the microphone, by the way.
Sorry.
No, you can keep it there. It's just an observation. 10, Matt. I know it's tough. We're getting close to that 12.
I'm going to say 11, just so if Kevin wants to do it, he has to name them all.
Whoa, I kind of like the way this is going. I would not want to be K-Dog in this situation, though. K-Garf, K-Jizzle, Kevin Garifo. Matt says he can name 11. Got 2 choices. You can beat that, or you can let Matt try to run it.
IKEA.
Kevin in deep thought right now. While he's in deep thought, we want to remind you that you've been listening to the Shining Wizards. Next week, we are back in Studio A. And 2 weeks from tonight, NWA's own Slice Boogie. Love the guy, world of talent, needs some better tights. But we'll ask him about that maybe. Unless
Sorry, Tony, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I don't think I can do 12. I
So-
think I'm gonna have to let Matt try to do it. He's gonna do it, but I can't. I can think of 12 off the top of my head.
Matt.
I'll let Matt go.
In the history of the WWE Hall of Fame, there have been 12 celebrities inducted into the celebrity wing, of course. You said you can name 11. Whenever you're ready, start naming.
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey, that's one.
Mr. T and his mama.
Well, Mr. T, that's two.
Ah, that's wrong. It's the wrong answer.
Stop.
I don't have Mr. T's mama on the list.
His mama's not on the list.
It was a joke.
Somebody
I get it, but if you win, I'm taking that as a technicality.
You fucked yourself, Matt.
The Trumpster.
The 45th president of the USA, number 3.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is 4.
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose is 5.
This year was Ozzy, right?
Ozzy Osbourne, number 6.
I would not have gotten Ozzy.
He's. Oh, no, I'm going to skip that because I might be wrong about that. Arnold.
Arnold, that's 7.
Schwarzenegger.
You need 4 more.
Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker, that's 8.
William Shatner.
William Shatner is number 9.
Fuck. William Refrigerator Perry.
William Refrigerator Perry is number 10.
He was in a match though.
So is Drew Carey.
Yeah.
So
Both should be negated.
2 matches.
We'll take it up with the WWE, Kevin.
That's a good point.
2 possible answers left. You only need one of them. This is for the second point and the win for this week's Can You Beat That?
I have 2 names written down.
Make sure you pick the one that's on there.
They're both musicians.
They're one's a magician, one's a musician. Magicians.
I'm gonna go just based off of his music being linked to all those awesome videos during that 04, 05, 06, 03 Kid Rock.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, 2 points to 1, stealing it away from the KJG this week. Matt wins it, 11 out of 12. Do any of you guys want to wager a guess as to the number 12 person?
Lawrence Taylor. Is Lawrence Taylor in?
Lawrence Taylor is not in.
I had one more name written down. I didn't know if he was in or not.
Who'd you have?
Was it Snoop?
Of course it was.
Snoop. Yeah, Snoop's in.
Wow. I'm very impressed with the 2 of you tonight. Very impressed. I thought I was making these questions harder.
Nah, I literally stumbled upon WrestleMania 2 yesterday just to watch that match, that Battle Royal.
For the amount of times I shit, this is my Bible in the bathroom.
Of course it is.
My Inside the Ropes Wrestling Almanac. And I literally just look at numbers and names while I poop.
Well, good for you. It paid off.
Yeah. And then next week, we're playing for the belt next week, right?
Oh, you guys want to play for the belt? We could do that.
Ooh.
One of us can actually take it home with us.
I'm going to have to bring my fucking A+ game next week because my A game was not good enough. But yes, we can absolutely do that. You want to name it now? We want to put that out there for the Shining Wizards Championship. It'll be Matt versus Kevin.
All right, whatever. Yeah, let's do it, baby.
Look, it'll be fun. We'll be in studio, and one of us can take the title back with us to our respective houses for the next Zoom show before Tony's Kitchen gets finished, and then we can bring it back to the studio, and then we could do like a thing. Maybe Tony can challenge for it, and one of us can come up with the questions.
That's true.
Ooh, kind of like
Yeah,
that.
Tony, you should be involved in this, I think.
I am. I'm the hostess with the mostest, folks.
That's true.
Matt, can we run through some plugs and get the fuck out of here?
Yes.
Plugs. I don't have any plugs to run through. At Wizards Podcast on all social media platforms. At Trishadora202 on Twitter and Instagram. Give her a follow. She was an excellent guest tonight. We are back in studio next week, July 12th. Be sure to tune in on Facebook, rantiumradio.com. We're going to have a humdinger of a time. I cannot wait. I hope you guys are excited as I am.
Oh, boy.
Kevin,
I'm
comedy?
Beverages provided by Elementary Brewing. That's our buddy Ryan Arthur, the Dark Helmet himself. Elementary.com. I know we plug him every week. We can't plug him enough for all the awesome shit that he does for us. Thank you, Ryan, in advance. Love you, brother. Are we done? That's it?
Yeah. No, I got comedy to promote. I got a show.
Hey, dude, promote it.
I'm actually going to be on a podcast tomorrow.
Fucking hey, dude.
So I'm excited about that. Edward Choke, one of the comics I met that in Atlantic City, is going to have me on his show. And I can't wait for that. I wish let me find the name of it real quick. But then Wednesday night at the Oak Barrel Pub, baby, back in West Orange, bringing it back to the home turf. Comedy free. It's a free show. It's going to be incredible. And I can't wait to have you all there with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Comedy is great. We're back. We're doing it. So once I figure out what the name of this podcast is, which is I'm a terrible person.
And if you didn't check it out last week while Kevin looks, Matt was on the Apron Bump podcast. It was a fucking hilarious episode. I fucking laughed my nuts off 400 times during the fucking hour and 20 minutes. It's fucking great. By the way, Ringside Rant, plugging them. They had the first interview with Big Damo this week, Killian Dane, who was just released. So make sure you check that out and check out all the shows, all the guys that we plugged earlier from the Shining Wizards Network. Good times, great hits. Suck my
fucking cock. I'll be in Baltimore Sunday for the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. If you want to try and interact with me, I can.
If he's not weird.
I don't know. Usually I don't want to talk to people, but by that point in the night, I may have had just enough drinks where I will be a social butterfly. So
Butterfly.
Kev,
I think it's called Comics on Cannabis. I think is the name of the podcast, which is weird because I don't do either.
Kevin doesn't partake in any of that stuff.
But anyway, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I had a great time with these guys and gals over the weekend 2 weeks ago. So it's gonna be fun.
And be sure to tune in Wednesday night for the Mark Order podcast, where I'll be yoking it up with those guys. Again, next Monday, back in studio. Do not miss the show. There won't be any lagging. There won't be any technical issues. It'll just be us.
Well,
yeah. I mean,
hold on. It's been over a year. We got to make sure all that shit's figured out.
The first time in a long time that we've gotten together to do a podcast. So I'm super excited, and I hope you will join us too.
See you next week.
Till then, good night, Gracie.
Hey,
Matt.
Remember the throwbacks 9th anniversary this Friday. Don't miss it. Hopefully,
I mean, they might. Who knows? If Phil can't catch the bus, he might miss the whole thing.
At Kevin Greenfield at Shining Wizards, Kevin.
Homeboy needs to stop posting what he's eating on Instagram. Every time I look at it, I just think he's just gonna have shit in his pants.
Well, every time he's talking, he's eating, isn't he?
That's a joke I would have made, but not expected.
Well, you stole my line, so I had to steal your bit too.
Yes.
Right.
All right, we'll be back next week. Have fun. Stay safe.
See ya!